Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at mcclartydaniel.com.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. Affordable rates, available on-site management, attitudes of service, and amenities unmatched make residents love where they live and play. From value-packed basic apartments to resort-style living on golf courses, we manage options to fit your needs and wants. Apply online at lindsaymanagement.com for locations throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post. From downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at mcclartydaniel.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community and want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence as Arvest.
Arvest Bank, our customers say it best.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HARPS. Hometown Fresh.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. From value-packed basic apartments with appliances and washers and dryers to resort-style apartment living on golf courses with fabulous amenities. You'll love where you live and play. Visit lindsaymanagement.com to apply online and see photos, rates, and floor plans for all locations we manage throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be. For you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale. Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, we're making it easier to see a healthcare provider. Book an appointment online with one of our primary care physicians, or walk right into any Northwest Health urgent care without an appointment. Online check-in for ER and urgent care visits saves your spot in line before you arrive. With options around the region and around the clock, the care you need has never been easier to find. At Northwest Health, we're taking your care in new directions. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com. At Northwest Health, we've made it easier to schedule a doctor's appointment. Online scheduling for our primary care physicians lets you make an appointment at any time from anywhere. It's the new way to book your next visit. mynorthwestanycare.com.
On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jim Rollins, Athletics Director Wayne Stellick, Principal Jason Jones, and the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Alma, Arkansas, for tonight's final non-conference game between our Springdale Bulldogs and the Alma Airdales. Hi again, everybody. Zach Arns, the voice of the Bulldogs, high atop Citizens Bank Field here in Alma, alongside his coach Robert Johnson. Coach, as we start this, Springdale comes into this game 1-1, coming off a nice comeback victory against a good Parkview team last week. Alma 0-1, got kind of boat raced a little bit by Van Buren, but big game for both teams. Non-conference, when you get into this third non-conference game for the Bulldogs, what are you looking for?
Well, the main thing is you want to start seeing some consistency. Our young kids, and we've talked about it from the first game, we've seen some kids start out as pups. They're starting to be real Bulldogs right now, and we started to see that last week. When it was 21-9, our kids, they stepped up, and they did exactly what they have to do. And I think what we want to see tonight is that consistency continue on.
This is the fourth or fifth straight meeting for the Bulldogs and the Airedales. Springdale's won the last three, last year 37-7. Springdale really hammered the Airedales up in Springdale. Springdale, again, 1-1, coming in off the 24-21 victory over Parkview. And this is it's an interesting game because Alma plays a style of offense which is a little bit unusual. They're run heavy. They've got a young man named Ben Hensley who plays their running back. Gained 108 yards last week. He's a bowling ball. He's about 6 foot. He's about 200 pounds, and he runs straight at you.
Right.
And they've got a quarterback who is as big as any lineman I think Springdale has.
Exactly.
His name's Landon Blair. He's 6'1", he's 240. He was all 5A West last year. Threw 96 yards last week. They're not a pass-heavy team.
Right.
This is a team that wants to line up and just run right at you.
Right. Well, and I think us playing Parkview last week gives us a little advantage on that because that's exactly what Parkview wanted to do last week. Our kids stepped right up. They fought tooth and nail, and we want to see them come out and finish. And our kids have done real well the second half. So let's start off instead of waiting this time.
Want to say hi to one of our most loyal Bulldog viewers, Tracy Vaughn, Rick Vaughn, Zach Vaughn, and, of course, GB1 cut Garrett Vaughn. They are in Chicago watching the game from the Windy City, probably in a bar. But, that's what they do. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about tonight's game. Springdale comes in, again, off a really emotional victory. And like you said, we saw them sort of grow up. And I was talking to Connor Hutchins earlier in the week, and the one thing that he said to me was, I got to know where 21 is. And that's
exactly.
Darius Wansley.
Exactly.
He may be leading the world in receiving right now. 24 catches, 295 yards, and a bunch of touchdowns.
And I think last week he had 15 of those 24 last week. And he's a guy that Connor definitely has to know where he's at. And here's something else. I can assure you Alma will know exactly where he's at. And that's the thing that I saw out of Wansley is that he wants the ball. He's starting to get more confident, and we're seeing these younger players get that confidence, and that's what you want finishing out this last non-conference game.
Springdale going to deal with some injuries to start the ball game. Starting left guard Rafi Gonzalez not going to play tonight. Landon Phipps and Jordan Owens also out. Defensively, I think we saw a little that defense sort of stiffen a little bit in the second half of that game. Came up with some big stops. The one that led to the game-winning drive. But they're banged up, especially along the defensive line. Luis Herrera, Junior Flores not going to play tonight. That means two young guys. Isa Arrojo's got to step up. And then Dominic Trejo played really well for a senior who hasn't seen a lot of playing time.
That's right. And that's one of those things as a senior. He's got to step up. He knows kind of what his role is, and he's able to step in and do that. Isa Arrojo, hey, that kid last week stepped up in there. He's got to play big again tonight. And as a junior, he's got to be one of those leaders that steps up, not being able to play a lot of times and having some playing experience.
So Springdale's going to send out their captains. Looks like Michael Bates, Ricky Montefiore, Dominic Trejo, and number 88 is actually a uniform switch. That is James Tincher. Because of the injury to Jordan Owens, he will be the third tight end tonight. So the Bulldogs out there for the starting or for the coin flip, and as we see the Bulldogs off on the far side getting ready to come onto the field. This is a beautiful facility. This facility is about
really
25
nice.
years old. It's one of my favorite places to come. Folks here are always so nice to us. And it's a great vantage point for us. We're up high. We get a chance to see, we'll see a lot of the game, and it'll be a good night of football. Again, the Alma Airedales picked third in the 5A West. They are a 5A team, but they've been bouncing back and forth. They play like a 6A team. They go 22 deep.
Exactly. And I can tell you what they also do. They play hard. These kids, every time I've seen Alma play, they play hard.
Springdale's won the toss. They have deferred, so that means that Alma will get the football first. Alma down quick against Van Buren last week. It was 28-7 at halftime, and played a little bit better in the second half. Again, their first game last week. You see that huge improvement from week 1 to week 2.
Right.
We need to see improvement from
exactly.
week 2 to week 3.
Well, and I think like we talked about too, we need to start off. We finished really, really well the other night. Let's start off and let's not wait. We need to see that consistency start off in the first quarter, the second quarter, because this is an Alma team. Even though they may not have some guys that they had last year skilled, they're a team that if you allow them to stay with us, they're a team that can sneak up behind you and be right there with you.
We've had some Donniebrooks down here. The first year we came down here in 2015 was a 10-point game. Alma scored late, and then in 2016, Kyler Williams knocked a ball away down here in the corner of the end zone to save the game. I think if memory serves me correct, he had like 12 catches for like 180 yards.
He did.
He was everywhere that night. And these teams have played really good football games, and I expect nothing different here tonight. So as we mentioned, Springdale's won the toss. They've deferred. Alma's going to get the football first. We're about set for kickoff, about 45 seconds till the teams come on the field. Give me some keys to the game for Springdale as they look to go 2-1 on the young season.
I think first of all, and I mentioned it early, I think consistency right off the bat is going to be number one. Playing disciplined, being able to continue doing what they're doing, and the quarterback play, he's got to be really, really smart. Make plays. Don't just try to get rid of it. Know that he can live to go to second down or third down.
This Springdale defense is going to come out on the field first. One of the guys that maybe we don't talk enough about is Trayvon Westbrook in the middle of that defense. 5'11", 250-pound junior, 18 tackles on the season, 2 tackles for loss, had a big fumble recovery that kind of got the comeback started last week. He's been a great guy in the middle of that defense.
You bet he has, and like you said, he doesn't get a lot of talk about it because he does things that maybe other people get help to do. He's the one that kind of starts that off. So that's a really good job for him on the defensive side.
The Bulldogs come in. They've been outscored 34-9 in the first half in the first 2 football games. I'm sure that's something that Coach Clark has addressed, starting fast, not getting behind, not having to come back. But on the flip side, seeing your young football team be able to make those sorts of comebacks is always encouraging for a coach.
Exactly, especially when you're young and you've got kids that can step up and finish the game. Down 21-9 like we talked about and under 6 minutes left. And to be able to come back and work through some of that, we grew up a lot last week.
So this will be the starting lineup as Springdale's defense comes out. Kevin Martinez, Isa Arojo, and Dominic Trejo, they will be the 3-down linemen. Jesus Rodriguez is back. J-Rod after an injury last week. Chase Jones, Trayvon Westbrook, they're the linebackers. Will Sparks plays that star position that they like. Brindle Cook, Gabe Buchow, those are the corners. Ricky Monafor, Terry Wise, they are the corners. And we are about set for football here. OP is what we've decided to call him. Or Pisa. Springdale sends their kick team onto the field, and actually they're going to send out Mendoza. So he will get the first kick of the ball game. Back deep for the Airedales is Grayson Bailey. He's on the far side, and on the near side, a young sophomore named Connor Stacy that I know Coach Lockridge likes a lot. And we are just about ready for football. Glad you're with us here on the Bulldog Sports Network. He is Coach Robert Johnson, head coach of the George Junior High Wranglers. My name is Zach Arns. This is year 5 for me doing this. I'm getting to be an old man. I've gone through one cycle of freshmen.
Right.
All right.
I've enjoyed it so far, and I really appreciate this opportunity.
We're going to have a good time tonight. So, Mendoza's got it teed up. Bulldogs come in 1-1 off a big win over Parkview and foot to tee, and we are underway. High kick. It's going to come down. Stacy at the 10-yard line. Stacy. And he's going to be hemmed in at the 21-yard line, met there by a host of Bulldogs, among them that man, Andre Sparks, and that's where Alma will start. So 1st and 10, Blair will bring them out. Ball will be placed at the 21, 1st and 10. The starting lineup for the Alma offense, backfield will be Blair, and we'll see who they come out with. Hensley is the primary running back, but they do like to shuffle guys in and out. He's number 13. He's really their go-to running back. Grayson Bailey, number 9, is an all 5A West receiver. Had a big week last week, 6 catches, 94 yards. They're going to go out of a full house backfield. First carry of the ball game. It's Grayson Bailey on the outside, 3 yards, shoved out of bounds by Trayvon Westbrook.
Yeah, I think after last week, they're going to try to keep this on the ground and try to run some clock, give themselves a little better opportunity on the offensive side.
The 3-yard pickup, it'll bring up 2nd down and 7, just underway here. Trayvon Westbrook with tackle number 19, Chase Jones over there as well. Very physical game last week for the Bulldogs against a good Parkview football team. Now single running back set in the shotgun is Blair. He'll give straight ahead Hensley, and he's met by a host of Bulldogs. He'll fight his way across the 25-yard line, close to the 26, and we'll call it 3rd down and 4.
There's your Westbrook again right there, meeting him at the hole. You know, as a linebacker, you teach those kids, you see an open window, you got to close it. And that was a pretty good field by Westbrook right there to close that window.
It's a heck of a collision between Hensley and
You
Westbrook.
bet.
So personnel changes. Connor Stacy's going to check in. Corson also.
Yeah, I think it's going to be smart for us defensively. They're kind of searching for an offense right now, so we've got to really do a good job.
It's like they're going to go 5 wide, taking their time here. Play clock down to about 13 seconds. 5 wide set, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. 3rd down, and we'll call it 5. This is Blair to throw. Fires, has a guy at the 29-yard line. Dominic Trejo tracks him down from the backside. It'll be a pickup of about 12, and it'll be a first down for the Airedales.
Again, they're kind of searching for some things on offense, and looks like they're going to stay kind of spread out a little bit and try to keep us off balance. We just got to be patient, stay the course, and I think we'll be fine.
12-yard pickup gives the Airedales first down at the 37. Same formation, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Blair on the quarterback draw. He's got a hole. Esau's there and knocks him down all by himself. They're going to give him about a yard. That's something that Alma likes to do with that big 240-pound running back.
You got the quarterback at 240. Big Isai there in the middle just kind of stood the center up, held him off, and then kind of threw him out of the way and made the tackle. Great job there up front for us.
So it's a 1-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 8.5. Clock running, 10:20 to go in the first quarter. Just underway. Glad you're with us. The Bulldog Sports Network. He's Coach Robert Johnson. Zach Arns from Alma, Arkansas. Sun's going down. It's right in our face. Makes it a little difficult to see. But 2nd down, 9. And we've got movement. Springdale stems.
That's right. That's right. Anytime you can get some movement up front like that, it does make a difference, especially when you're going against a younger group over there. And we stem to the right, and sure enough, got them to jump.
So it's a 5-yard penalty. It'll back Alma up. Go back to about the 33-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 13. Ball resting at the 33. Line to make the 47. Now Blair's going to go under center, something you don't see a whole lot.
No.
Look, this feels like a trick play of some sort. Straight ahead, fullback dive.
Yeah.
I call trick play, and it's probably the oldest play in the playbook.
Yeah. I think the coaches were wanting him to pull that one.
Yeah. So it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Again, they're running. That's a totally different offense. Like I said, I think they're searching for something. That's just the old kind of they're trying to run fullback dive and try to pull it just to read like an old option read there, and just trying to make us have to play defense and not be ready for that.
So 3rd down, 12. They're going to go 4 wide, 1 running back. Blair in the shotgun. Springdale in a 3-down set, not showing blitz. That's Bailey in motion. Now Sparks comes up, and he is free. Sparks with a sack, and down he goes. Andre Sparks, 2nd sack on the year, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Never saw him.
Never did. That's something there. The guy goes in motion. Backside linebacker comes to the edge right there. Great job by Coach to have that designed and ready to play. That's a great job on defense.
Sorry, my bad. Winds up as an 8-yard loss, and Springdale's going to get the football. Ricky Monafor is going to drop back deep. Blair is the punter, so you have to be alert.
Yep.
If you're Springdale, you're punt safe. You just want the football.
Exactly.
Blair to kick it. End over end. Going to bounce at about the 42. Ricky picks it up on the run. He'll get back to about the 43-yard line. And that's where Springdale will take over. 1st and 10. Connor Hutchins will bring the offense out. So you got to feel good about your first series.
I think so. Defensively, I thought we did. We gave up a first down there on a little pass and then kind of snuck in there, finding some grass. But overall, I thought our kids did real well. They stuck it up when they needed to and got the stop when they needed it.
So here's your offensive line. It'll be Jesus Alvarez, Big Barney at the left tackle. Braden Elliott will be at the guard. Alex Garcia, Felipe Aldaco, and Alex Rojas. Connor Hutchins, the quarterback. Gilberto Dominguez will get the start. We'll set the receivers after this first play. Connor, now in trouble, is going to take off and not going to get much.
Snap just
kind of hung there for a second.
It's almost like it got hung up with the center. It looked like he was trying to throw the ball to Darryl out the right up there, but with the snap like it is, at least he made something positive and got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Receivers tonight, Ladarius Wansley, Davon Sparks, and Daryl Parchman back in the lineup. 2nd down. This is Gilberto trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be met at the 44-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Bulldogs.
That was good, Jake. They played us well on that one. You know, here's the thing I do like about Dominguez, though. That kid runs hard.
He does. He carried the ball 26 times last week, gained 121 yards, scored 2 touchdowns in that big win over Parkview. So now 3rd down. They call it 10. Ball's at the 43.5. Here's Connor to throw. Got a guy open. Ball sails on him a little bit, looking for Michael Bates, and it's incomplete. Springdale's going to have to kick.
Yep. You know, that we didn't want the 3 and out there, but, you know, just looking at it from there, they gave us some spots I think we can do later on, and maybe that's kind of what we wanted to see.
Oropesa is going to check in to kick. Averaging about 34 yards per punt this season. You remember his first one wasn't very good. Everything else has been pretty good.
Right.
7:39 to go first quarter. Back deep for Alma is, I believe that's Stacy, and now we've got a late Bulldog running on. Oropesa back in punt formation. Snaps a little high. Oropesa with the catch. I think that ball got blocked.
I think so, a little bit as well.
It's going to bounce at the 45. It's going to take a Springdale roll. And it's going to roll dead at the 40. So it'll off to a shaky start on the special teams.
Wasn't sure if we just missed that guy or what happened. I don't know.
The ball be marked at the 40.
I'm sure we'll get that corrected, though.
Winds up being a 16-yard punt, and Springdale defense quickly back on the field.
Yep. Well, we just got to come out and play defense and be sound in what we do, and I know Coach Hobbs got them ready.
Blair go back in the shotgun. 5 wide receiver set, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Been successful in this formation thus far. Springdale running a guy on late. This is Blair. He's going to get, we'll call it 4 up to about the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a big load going downhill.
That's a big boy running the football.
He is.
So 4-yard pickup on first down brings up 2nd down 6. Worry a little bit about injuries taking their toll as far as conditioning goes.
Right.
Not a lot of depth on that Springdale defensive line.
No, there's not a lot. You know, I think we're okay. But like you said, though, with the depth there, it is. Hopefully our defense can get them in and out and get a 3 and out as well.
Blair going to go under center. I think they want the option out of this. Blair pulls it, keeps it. He's got a room. Brindle's going to bring him down across the 50-yard line and into Springdale territory.
Yeah, I think that's what they wanted him to do a while ago. And like I said, that's the old just straight pull pitch and be ready to just run some old school football, 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Clock running, 6:30 to go, first quarter. We're tied at 0, just underway here. Alma's got the football for the second time. Blair going to go under center.
Stay with the same thing. Now he's backed up a little bit.
Tight end is Bonneau. Here comes Bailey in motion. They're going to fake it to him and give it to Hensley. Hensley powers his way down to the 40-yard line, and they're finding some room off the left side of that Springdale defense.
Well, you know, like I said, they're searching for an offense. They've got one now where with him under center, and they're going to make sure that we are sound in what we do and we're staying home when we're supposed to stay home.
They'll bring up 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Clock running, just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. One good thing is that Alma doesn't play at a breakneck speed, so you're not really worried about that play count. So Blair go back in the shotgun, 3 wide receiver set. That's Hensley in motion. Nobody runs with him. He's wide open. They're going to fling it out to him. Ball behind him and nearly intercepted on the far side.
We had one guy covering 2. He did a good job.
And our guy won that one.
He did a good job, yeah. He did.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Springdale apparently have communications at the back end of that defense.
Looks like they're bringing their running squad back on the field.
Yeah, got 2 tight ends coming in.
Mm-hmm. And if you notice one, they send him in motion. It looks like they may have tried to give it to him on the jet here soon. Back in the shotgun.
Blair gives straight ahead to Hensley. Hensley, he's got the first down. They're going to mark him down at the 36. So 1st and 10.
You know, that's go to the shotgun. They still run the veer out of the shotgun. It's just a different look. They just back him off the line versus putting him under center.
Clock approaching 5 minutes.
You know, this is one of those styles where I think Alma kind of wants to get get us to play their style versus us just playing our style.
Blair in the pistol. He'll give to Hensley. Now he's going to throw it, and he's got man wide open. Gabe Bukow makes the stop. That's Grayson Bailey with the catch.
That's your play action off that same thing they just ran prior to that. And we've just got to really do a good job on those play actions or the RPOs of making sure we're where we need to be defensively and with our secondary.
It's going to be a 12-yard pickup and a first down. Ball's now at the 24-yard line. Full house backfield, Blair the quarterback. Here's Blair on the keeper. Going to be met at the 22.
Good job there.
Trayvon Westbrook in on the stop. A couple of other Bulldogs there. And, I mean, this is exactly how Alma wants to play this.
You betcha. The more time they can take off the clock, the better it benefits them. And, again, they just kind of want to lull you to sleep and kind of play their style of football. We got to be really smart.
4:10 to go. Second down. Blair in the pistol. He'll give straight ahead Hensley into the middle of that Springdale defense. They meet him at the 21. It's going to bring up third down.
Good job there by the front up top. I thought Isai and Trejo both kind of sealed it and squeezed it and had a good stop there.
I want to say hi to the Sizemores watching back in Springdale. Their daughter, Emily, one of the Water girls over here. So 3.5 to go. It's third down, 7. Almost converted 2 of 3 here in the first quarter. Grayson in motion. Blair on the pitch has a guy wide open. That's Stacy. Good tackle on the far side by Ricky Montefiore. Ricky coming up out of the secondary. It's a good play call.
Yes.
They're going to give him the first down at the 14. So the drive will continue. Another third down conversion for Alma.
Again, they're just kind of mixing it up. You got the speed option there. You've had the split back. You've had the single, 3-house full backfield. You've had it in the shotgun. They're just mixing it up, making sure we can play football different looks.
2 tight end set coming in for Alma.
Again, they're not in any hurry.
Blair and Henley, the running backs. Grayson Bailey, the All-5A West receiver, at the top of the screen. This is Henley with room off the left side. He's going to be cut down inside the 10-yard line.
Good tackle there by Terry. Was that Terry or was?
I believe that was Gabe.
That was Gabe.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Gabe on the tackle
Good
there.
Tackle there. Yep,
it's going to be a pickup of, we'll call it 5. It'll be second down 5, and they're just getting yards in chunks right now.
Right.
Here's Henley again. Room off the left side. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Alma.
Looks like they're getting ready for swinging gate or something. We got to be real smart.
Coach is over here yelling Hawaii. I don't know what that means, but like they're going to line up, try the conventional extra point. This is Dane Martin, the kicker. Grayson Bailey, the holder. And they got a little fake.
Call.
Yep. And Springdale's going to sniff that one out. Yep. And that's going to be the end of that. So with 2:18 to go in the first quarter, our score, Alma 6, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
The Alma scoring drives, 11 plays, 60 yards. Alma leading 6-0 after a failed 2-point conversion. I know you're trying to do some things and show some things, but why go for 2 right there?
Well, I'm not sure. We could see some things, and it kind of looked a little bit different, but I'm not so sure if he didn't maybe bobble the snap And anytime they do that, they kind of roll out, give a fire call. And our defense, I thought, did a really good job, prepared for that, and sniffed it out, like you said, and stopped it. So
Dominguez and Ladarius Wansley going to drop back for Springdale.
You know, I think the big thing for us right now is getting back on offense and getting back to what we do, and pushing it down there and putting it in the end zone and kicking the extra point. And let's take back what we gave them.
One of my favorite names in all of high school football about to kick off. This is Olaf Olsen, number 86. He's got it teed up. So the Bulldogs will get the football for the second time. Olsen's kick end over end. Going to come down to Gilberto at the 7. Gilberto across the 20, finds a lane, across the 30. That's where Springdale will start, just across the 30-yard line.
All right, let's get back and just get our offense moving. And, you know, it kind of looked like we kind of came out a little timid that first time. Let's come back out this second time and get back to what we do right.
Connor will bring the offense out. They went 3 and out on their first drive. This drive will start at the 32-yard line. 25-yard return by Gilberto Dominguez. So Springdale go 4 wide. This is Connor to throw.
Just kind of sailed on him.
I was watching him during warm-ups, and he was that was going on during the warm-ups. He was struggling with just keeping the ball down. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Connor on the year, 363 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Now in the pistol. He'll give to Gilberto, trying to get outside. He's going to be tracked down in the backfield. Springdale now facing a 3rd down and long.
You know, I think what we need to just make sure our kids settle down a little bit. They've got a little momentum going with their side, and we just need to get back again, just stay calm and do what we do.
Clock running, 1:50 to go first quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 12. It wound up being a 2-yard loss. We're going to get a trips formation to the bottom of the screen. Connor in the shotgun. Ladarius Wansley one-on-one to the top. Connor's going to throw. Looking for Ladarius. Got him at the 45. Ladarius Wansley tackled up around the shoulder pads by Bailey. It's enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's like when it's 3rd down, you know where it's going. And for some reason it doesn't matter because he's going to catch it. They throw it, and if it's catchable, he gets his hands on it, he's going to bring it down. Great job.
Connor's first completion in the ball game. 17 yards to Ladarius Wansley for the 1st down. I don't know what it is, but Ladarius has it. Here's Connor on the draw, looking to give it to Gilberto. We got a flag down. I think we're going to get a hold.
Yeah. Usually when you get something right there in the middle like that, that's usually what you're going to come away with.
Yep, that's going to be the signal, holding against Springdale. Springdale struggling with penalties a little bit. 9 last week in the win over Parkview. You know, they were double digits last year on the average. This one's going to hurt, too, because this one, I think, was behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's, you know, and you don't want to start off behind the sticks, and that's going to put us back there.
It's going to go back to the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 20. $1:12 to go, first quarter. 6-0 our score. Connor, 5 wide. They're going to set up the screen. I believe that's Gilberto on the catch. No, Michael Bates. Michael Bates across the 50-yard line. Gets a big chunk of that back, and it's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, that he did a really good job kind of getting in where his linemen were and just kind of putting his hand on their back and just kind of followed their lead. Good job there, getting the yards back.
Never a bad idea to get in behind those big uglies. So they'll mark it at the 49-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down, 6. 3 wide receiver set. Connor Hutchins in the shotgun. He'll give to Gilberto on the counter. Hopping around. Little jump cut there, and he's going to be real close to first down yardage.
Looks like they gave it to us up top. Good job there.
Now the Springdale offense with a little something going.
Yeah. He's got some really good feet. That was a great job of the little cut jump there and bouncing it to the outside and then making the first down when he had to get it.
He's got a little bit of wiggle to him, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's fun to watch when guys can do stuff like that. Those are things you don't coach.
Exactly. You just take credit for it. So it's 1st down 10, last 20 seconds here in the quarter. 2 running backs set, and Springdale jumps off sides. Like Ladarius took off on a go route.
He was ready.
Springdale back up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. Ball's going to go back to the 48. Just a reminder that next week we are off. We'll resume activities on the 28th at Rogers Heritage. So here we go. This will be the last play of the quarter. And we've got flags again.
On the other side, yep. Looks like we got defensive offside.
Hey, we'll take the free 5.
So we get it back.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 again. 12 seconds to go in the quarter.
And we'll try the last play again.
We'll try it one more time. Ladarius and Daryl Parchman come to the bottom of the screen. Michael Bates to the top. Gilberto Dominguez, the running back. Here's Connor on the keeper. He's going to be met at the 41-yard line, driven backwards, and that's going to be the last play of the quarter. So after 12 minutes, our score, Alma 6, Springdale nothing. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
And we'll welcome you back to Alma as we start the second quarter. It's 2nd down 8. Springdale with the football at the 40-yard line. Gilberto Dominguez, the lone running back. And we've got a stoppage again. Did Springdale draw them off sides?
I think so. I think he's pointing to the defensive end or the tackle right over here.
Two guys jumped. I didn't think they made it across the line.
It was
but
awful
you know what?
close, but we're not down there at that angle. So
We'll take it. So it's going to go against Alma. Their second offsides penalty in this drive. It'll put the ball at the 36-yard line.
Well, I think we saw the guilty person.
Coach Lockridge wants to have a little conversation. So the ball will be marked at the 35. It'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 2.5. Gilberto Dominguez, the running back. Connor to throw. Got a man open. Catch made. And knocked down at about the 27, I believe.
Yep.
Daryl Parchman on the reception. No, Juan Martinez with his first career reception, so congratulations to Juan. Had a big 2-point conversion last week.
Well, you know, in the past couple of weeks, we've seen a lot of first.
Oh, yeah.
So
we have seen a bunch.
We'll take them. Every chance we can get them. And like I said, those are the kids getting experience when they need it.
So it's 1st down 10 for the Dogs. Ladarius Wansley to the top of the screen. Bates and Juan Martinez split out to the bottom. 2 running backs set. That's Daryl Parchman looking for some room. Bounces to the outside. He's going to get down near the 20-yard line. Nice run by the senior. Sets up the Bulldogs 2nd and short.
You know, again, that's another run. We talked about the jump cut and Daryl just making some moves and finding an opening and making it happen there. That's good.
Yeah, those Gilberto and Daryl, they complement each other really, really well.
You bet.
7-yard pickup will bring up 2nd down 3. Dogs' most substantial drive of the ball game. This is their second possession. We'll get three wide receivers to the bottom.
This is going to be important. We need to make sure and put this one in.
Connor on the option, pitches to Gilberto, hops inside. It's going to be a 1st down close to the 15-yard line.
You know, that's one of those plays where you're trying to get outside and you tell the running back to try to stay outside, but by him cutting up inside, it actually helped him out.
The Dogs will pick up another 1st down. It'll bring up 1st and 10. Ball will be resting at the 15. 10:49 to go. This is my favorite time of night here. If you've never been down at this facility, just looking out, past the field, it's just fields and mountains. It's a great scene for high school football. It's Connor. Oh, it looks like somebody went the wrong way. Now he's going to take off and run. Connor trying to get to the outside. He's going to be real close to the
Well,
first
I'll tell you
down.
what, that's a great job of just making something happen right there. And it almost kind of looked like it was a play-action boot and supposed to happen, and I'm not sure the defense didn't think that as well.
I don't know. Maybe you put that one in permanently. That's a 9-yard pickup. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1. Ball now at the 6-yard line.
You know, the good thing is our offensive lineman continued to block, so that was the good thing.
2 wide receivers set to the top. High snap. Gilberto comes away with it, and I think he's going to wind up with the first down.
I think so, too. It's going to put us inside the 5, maybe, right at it.
It'll only be a 1-yard pickup, but it will be enough. Springdale's going to get the first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5.
You know, these are those plays early on, you know, past couple of weeks we got to capitalize on. We didn't. So we've got to make sure and capitalize right here.
This drive, 11 plays, 63 yards. They'll go 2 tight ends. The running back, Gilberto Dominguez. And now we've got flags. This one's got to be...
Looks like our center, I think, may have...
Braden Elliott's going to be whistled for the penalty. That'll back him up to the 10. Been a rather penalty-filled game here.
Yeah.
And we've played a quarter and 2.5 minutes, and we've got 6 penalties.
You know, and that's a penalty there on the 5. You really don't want to get that right there. You got the ball 1st and goal.
Personnel changes. Darryl Parchman's checked back in. He's in the slot to the top of the screen. Gilberto Dominguez, the running back. Connor looking to set up the screen. There's Ladarius. He finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Springdale.
Good job there. Good job there. Darryl did a good job blocking. They ran the little screen back to Ladarius, and he made things happen and put it in the end zone like he needed to.
Ladarius with touchdown number 5. The Bulldogs tie it up at 6. OP in to try the extra point, or Pisa.
This is big here.
Oropisa's kick on the way, and it's good. So our new score with 9:16 to go in the half, Springdale 7, Alma 6. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
The Springdale scoring drive, 12 plays, 68 yards, the last 10 of which Connor Hutchins to Ladarius Wansley. Connor's 5th touchdown pass of the season, all of them to Ladarius Wansley. So Mendoza's got it teed up. Corson and I believe that is Josh Davis have dropped back for Alma.
Yeah, looks like Josh. You know, that's number 5 for those two, and it's probably going to be a lot more.
I'm sensing double digits.
Yes.
So Mendoza's got it teed up. He'll kick off. Dogs going from left to right. Mendoza's kick high and short. That ball may bounce. It does at the 15. Josh Davis picks it up. Now he's got a lane. And he's going to get across the 30 out near the 32-yard line, and that is where Alma will take over.
Boy, the lane opened up, but we closed it pretty quick, and that was a good thing.
I'll bet you, as a coach, when the ball bounces like that, your heart just leaps into your throat.
Well, and the thing is, when it's on this turf, that ball, when it does bounce, sometimes it hits and spins back, kind of like the golf shot. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it'll hit and roll, so you're really not sure what.
That's not fun.
No.
I mean, our coaches would always tell us, catch the ball.
Exactly.
No matter what you do, catch it.
You just never know how it's going to bounce when it hits that turf.
So Blair's going to bring out the Alma offense. Hensley's the running back. 2 tight ends set. Whaley and Bonneau are the tight ends. Those are their starting defensive ends. Not much of a threat in the passing game, but in there primarily as blockers. Here's Blair. Springdale showing blitz coming off the corner. Hensley. Not much there. Trejo, Isai's in there. A couple other Bulldogs down at the bottom of the pile. It's going to wind up being a pickup, but we'll call it 1.
You know, again, another offense. They trade the tight end to the other side. Just any type of movement, making sure we're going to line up and be sound in what we do. And tell you what, so far, so good.
Clock running, 8:45 to go. In the half, 7-6 our score. The Bulldogs just answered a Alma scoring drive with one of their own, 12 plays, 68 yards. Connor hits Ladarius. Now Alma trying to answer. Fusion personnel-wise.
Yeah.
Now they're going to go empty backfield, 5 wide. Blair in the shotgun. He'll take it. And he's under pressure, and he gets away. Blair across the 40, and he's going to be across the 45-yard line. It's going to be a first down, Alma.
You know, that's one of those plays we had the right call. Sparks comes off the edge just a little bit too far.
When they got him the last time.
That's right. And if you miss him with him so big like that, he gets running downhill. He's kind of like a train. He's hard to stop.
So it's first down 10, ball at the 46. No personnel changes for Alma. They're going to go 4 wide. Guy that makes this go as far as the passing game goes is Bailey. He's in the slot to the bottom of the screen. That's him in motion. Here's Blair, and he'll throw. It's like they've got a screen set up. Springdale chases it down nicely, looking for Bailey, and it's going to go incomplete and into the Alma bench. Good defense there by the Bulldogs.
That was really good. That's a great job there, you betcha. You know, again, another motion going down there. It looks like we might have an ineligible receiver downfield even.
So what do? You take it?
First,
they're talking to Coach Clark.
I think they probably take it here. This is early. Get them back because this is an offense too. You want to make them put them behind the sticks because they would rather run the ball. So, you know, you put them behind the sticks like that, you make them have to do something they don't want to do, kind of like Parkview.
So while we wait for the call, it is in fact in. See, I love having you up here. You know that stuff. Me, I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
The ball will go back to the 41-yard line. It's a 5-yard penalty to bring up first down and 15.
You know, it's just one of those things as a coach, you just kind of, you know, it's not that you see so much, but you're just trying to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Play took a long time to develop. One of those big boys is going to get down the field eventually.
Exactly.
So it's first down and 15. Blair and Hensley, they are the running backs. This is Blair under pressure. He's going to throw it away. Pressure applied by, I believe that was Andre again.
That's Sparks, yeah.
They're getting very familiar back there.
Yeah,
Blair
well,
and Sparks.
I tell you, I thought coming off a while ago, he missed it. His angle was a little wrong. And you try to tell him usually 1.5 yards outside that outside the deepest back to give you a chance to make that play. And he got just a little bit too wide, and that quarterback took advantage of that last time.
So to bring up second down 15, 7:42 to go in the half, 7-6 our score. Alma in the green jerseys, gold pants, very traditional look for them. The Bulldogs in the all-white crimson hats.
You know, I think our defense done a really good job of picking up the screens, being ready for those plays.
This is Blair alone in the backfield, under pressure. Tavon can't get to him. Now he's trying to run, and Springdale's got him hemmed in, and down he goes. Trayvon gets back in on the play along with Andre Sparks. It's going to wind up being a loss of about 4 yards. It's going to bring up third down and long.
You know, and I think that goes back to when Coach Clark put them back on the sticks. It changed their offense a little bit, and they've kind of had 3 plays that they're really not sure what they want to do.
It's not a big play offense like last week. I mean, you're not playing a team that can pick up 20, 30 yards without you helping them along.
Exactly. So anytime you can put them behind the sticks, you want to. And that was a play there with Westbrook hitting a 240-pound quarterback.
That's a collision. That's 300 pounds of beef hitting each other right there.
You just got to make sure and break down and make a tackle.
So it's third down 19. The line to make is the Springdale 44. 4 wide receiver set. I feel like this has got to go to Bailey. He's their big play guy. Blair looking out in the flat, hits Hensley. Good tackle here on the near side. Chase Jones. They'll get a chunk of it back. They'll get 9, but it's going to bring up fourth down and 10.
Yeah.
Just a little wheel route there.
Exactly. And that all goes back to that one play that penalty, and it puts them behind the sticks. And next thing you know, we're right where we need to be. We got them punting. Get our offense back on the field.
Clock running, 6.5 minutes to go here in the half. It's going to be fourth down 10. Ball's at the 46. Back to kick, Blair. And back deep for the Bulldogs is Ricky Monafor. Blair to kick. Springdale nearly gets it. Tell you what, Springdale's getting really good at getting close to those punters.
And Andre did a heck of a job pulling himself off. Yeah, because that official was right there, and he did a really good job of doing that.
He was standing there looking at him, waiting for Blair to go down. But
exactly.
The ball's going to roll dead at the 20-yard line, and that's where Springdale will take over. You've got some scores.
Yeah, we played Parkview last week. At the end of the first, they're up 14 on Marion already. Northside 7-0 over Van Buren. HAR-BER up 7-0 early on Russellville. So got some good scores. We all knew Parkview was pretty good.
So it'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 20. 3 wide receiver set. Connor Hutchins in the shotgun. Look at the throw. Fires. Ball's nearly intercepted. Boy, that was close.
That was real close.
That's a lot closer than I'd like it to be.
Yeah, well, that's one of those that, when the receiver's gotta concentrate. I know he's coming inside. He's going to get hit, but he's got to make the catch right off the bat. Otherwise, that happens.
So it's 2nd down 10, ball at the 21. Gilberto Dominguez alongside Connor Hutchins in the backfield. 3 wide receiver set. Michael Bates to the top of the screen. Here's Gilberto on the counter looking for room. Can't find it, and they're going to hem him in the backfield. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
That's one of those, and a counter's usually takes a little bit longer to develop, and you don't want it to bounce outside. And I think he got a little faster than the lineman got there, and he had to bounce it to the outside, and it kind of didn't give us a good look there.
It's going to be a loss of 2. 3rd down 12. The line to make is the 31. Ball resting at the 19. Springdale going to go 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Connor Hutchins on the roll, near side. Receiver fell down. Alma nearly intercepts it.
Well, I tell you, that was exactly where it needed to be. And receiver just fell down.
So the ball will fall incomplete, bring up 4th down and 11. A quick 3 and out for Springdale.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, you try not to put your defense back on the field again, and you try to get something moving. So we just got to come back out and play tough right here on defense.
Oropeza back in punt formation. His first punt, we'll call it partially blocked, 16 yards on the kick. Open for a better effort this time. 5:24 to go in the half. Snap good. Oropeza gets off a better kick. It's end over end. And it's good. Ricky Montefiore is going to get whistled for.
He knows it too, yeah.
Is it Ricky or is it Andre?
No, I think it's Andre.
Andre is going to get whistled for the catch interference. And Alma's going to start inside the 30-yard line. Springdale just can't get out of their own way on special teams right now.
They got to be a little bit more disciplined on some things on that end especially. And I think as soon as he did it, he knew it. He put his hands on his helmet like, I made a mistake. I screwed up. So, I don't
know what there is to talk about.
I don't either.
It's pretty easy.
15 yards, and let's move it up and play football.
If the spot is the 43, which I think it is, it'll give Alma a 1st down at the 28-yard line. And they're going to call it on Andre. Looks like they're going to march it off from the 44, which will put it on the 29.
Yeah, that's one of those plays. Mistake was made. Now let's come back on defense and play some football right here.
The ball goes to the 29-yard line. 1st down 10, 5:17 to go in the half. Blair will bring the offense for Alma back onto the field. Hensley's the running back, or Henley. I keep calling him Hensley. Henley is the running back. 3 wide receiver set, 1 tight end. It's Corson in motion. They'll fake it to him. Blair to throw. Springdale has good pressure on him. Got a guy wide open. He's going to walk into the end zone.
Yep.
Bobby Winfrey with the touchdown. Ran a little combo route there, and nobody picked up Winfrey.
Well, and that was that guy in motion. They faked the motion, and they looked at the original receiver, Bailey, down the field and just missed, didn't pick up the guy that was in motion and just threw it to him, and he was able to walk it right in.
.509 to go in the half. 12-7 our score. Looks like they're going to go for 2.
A little swinging gate. Yeah, you got a little swinging gate here. Again, this is something, you work on defensively. Looks like the quarterback may try to run this.
Springdale's outnumbered here.
Yeah, they got them lined up now.
Yeah, this feels like quarterback run here.
Yeah, but the center is also eligible.
And we're going to get a timeout.
Yep.
So we'll take the timeout with them. 12-7 our score. 5:09 to go in the first half. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, Made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back to Alma. 12-7 our score. 5:09 to go. We await to see what Alma will do on the extra point here. We were going over scenarios.
Right. Well, it looks like they're lining back up to kick now.
Dane Martin is checked in as the kicker.
You know, a lot of times teams just want to see if you're going to line up after a score. They know the defense isn't kind of paying attention, so they line up in that swinging gate to make sure they're lined up correctly. And then they just look for numbers. Do we have the numbers? If we don't, then we line up to kick.
So Dane Martin comes on. He'll try the extra point. Grayson Bailey, the holder. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So our new score, Alma 13, Springdale 7. We're going to take a short time out. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. Affordable rates, available on-site management, attitudes of service, and amenities unmatched make residents love where they live and play. From value-packed basic apartments to resort-style living on golf courses, we manage options to fit your needs and wants. Apply online at lindsaymanagement.com for locations throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
We welcome you back to Alma. 5:09 to go in the half. He is Coach Robert Johnson. My name is Zach Ards. The scoring drive, one play, 29 yards. We'll give him the extra yard. Pass to Winfrey for the touchdown. Our score 13-7. Springdale going to get the football here. Dropping back, Ladarius Wansley, Gilberto Dominguez.
Again, you know, we talked about, you know, Alma, how they're trying to do so much stuff, and the coaches are trying to prepare these kids for so many different looks and things, and you just hope your kids are where they're supposed to be. And unfortunately, that time they got us, you know, where we weren't looking, and now we just got to regroup on offense, and let's get us a good return right here and get things moving again.
Olsen's got it teed up. Bulldogs in a nice return here. The offense for the Bulldogs stuck in neutral. 77 yards of total offense. 68 of that's come on one drive.
Right. You know, again, you know, something we need to look is just maybe come back and hit some things short, and then maybe kind of sneak up with Ladarius a little bit deeper.
This is Dominguez at the 7. Makes a guy miss. Gilberto across the 30.
Good run.
He's going to power his way out to the 35, so it's a 27-yard return for Gilberto. Springdale going to start with nice field position.
That was a good run there, and he kind of created some lanes himself there. Good job by Dominguez.
So the Dogs will take over 1st and 10. 5:02 to go in the half. What are you telling your kids here to kind of get this offense jump-started?
You know, I think you tell them just relax, guys. We're a better ball club than what we're showing right now. Just relax. Let's be positive right here. Let's be patient and let's do what we do.
So 1st down 10. Pistol set. Connor, call for the move. Tincher and Juan Martinez go from the right side to the left side. He'll take, give to Gilberto, trying to get to the outside. Does. Gilberto across the 35. Up near the 38-yard line. It'll be about a 5-yard pickup and a 1st down.
You bet.
Check that, a 2nd down. Got excited there.
But at least, you know, now it's 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5. It's positive yards. You know, I think we got to do some things like that. Get outside and take advantage of things that they're not good at and things that we can take advantage of.
Clock's running, 4:35 to go in the half. 3 wide receivers come to the bottom of the screen. 2 go to the top. Connor's alone in the shotgun. Alma with a 4-man front, and we've got flags.
Looks like our right tackle moved a little bit.
So all that positive momentum is going to go backwards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
You know, those are things we talked about too, and I think that's part of that young ball club, that some of those mistakes we've got to make sure and eliminate.
Alexis Rojas whistled for the false start. Same formation, Connor to throw. Got the screen set up. Michael Bates with a catch. Across the 35, across the 40. Michael Bates has 1st down yardage up to the 44-yard line. So Springdale comes right back.
Good
picks
job.
up the 1st down.
Good job. You know, and any time we've got that, we've kind of mixed the screens up a little bit. We've hit Michael Bates a couple times on some screens, Ladarius on the touchdown there. So we've kind of mixed it up and making them have to play as well.
Second time they've hit Michael Bates on that screen.
He's done a really good job.
So it's first down 10. Clock's moving, 4:04 to go, same formation. Here's Connor. Swings it to the far side. That's Darrell across the 50. That's just a numbers thing. You're taking what they're giving you.
Well, and here's the deal. I think what we're seeing, too, is we're trying to spread the field, and we're putting our athletes out in open space. And I think anytime you can do that, get them the ball in open space, we got an advantage.
Connor so far tonight, 7 of 11, 65 yards, does have the one touchdown. Springdale not running it as effectively as they did last week, but a lot of those yards came in the second half.
You bet. You know, they hadn't thrown deep to Ladarius yet.
Nice sliding catch, and they're going to say incomplete. Pass intended for Darrell Parchman.
You know, this is a big third down. I think we need to get a first down here and keep the ball. We got 3:50 left before half and counter what they did and go up 14-13.
Third down, 5. Springdale 1 out of 3 on third downs to this point. Connor fakes to Gilberto. Breaks away across the 50-yard line. He's going to be really closer than I think.
It's going to be about a yard, I think.
Yeah, he's going to come up just a hair short on the. That's just a zone read. Is he making his own call there, or is that designed?
I think that's kind of a read there that he's looking to see if maybe the play side end follows that guy, and then he's going to pull it and see what he can get.
It's going to bring up fourth down and 1. Dogs on the year, 30% on fourth down conversions. Four wide receiver set. Gilberto Dominguez is the running back. And looks like we're going to get a timeout, Springdale. So with 3:07 to go in the half, we'll take the timeout with them. Our score, Alma 13, Springdale 7. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post. From downtown to way out of town. To connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
And we welcome you back to Alma. 3:07 to go in the half. Springdale down by 6, facing a fourth down 1. The line to make, I'm going to say, is just short of the 45.
Yeah, pretty close, yeah.
So
I think
we're talking maybe less than a yard here.
Yeah. You know, this is definitely one of those plays you want to get your yard, you go behind the guys you feel comfortable behind.
Gilberto Dominguez, the running back, and Juan Martinez leaned forward, and now it's going to back him up, and it's going to be fourth down at 6.
I think you got a punt here with 3 minutes, and that's one of those things again. You know, it's a penalty that you just can't have at those moments.
That's youth showing through. Juan Martinez whistled for the false start. You just saw him kind of lean forward, put his hand on Barney's backside.
Hoping the official didn't see that.
And they're weird about that. They do see that stuff quite a bit. So Oropeza in to kick. It's been an adventure on the punting, just 20.5 yards and one big penalty. Oropeza gets the kick away. This one, a good kick, high spiral. Fielded at the 10. Springdale, good coverage, backed up to the 7-yard line, and that's where Alma will take over. So that's what that's supposed to look like.
That's a great punt, great coverage right there.
I'm Coach Lockridge. I'm having a conversation with my return team. Do not return a ball inside the 10-yard line.
Well, you know, and they teach them, you know, put your heels on the 10, and if it's behind you, let it go. We'll take our chances on it bouncing and stopping.
So Alma will start at the 8. 2:56 to go. Springdale did defer, so they're going to get the ball to start the second half. This feels like a huge drive here. If you can, you got to keep them out of the end zone.
And I think first down's big here because you got 2 timeouts left right here with 2:56. If we can get a stop right here, you know, maybe wait, use our timeout on second down and hold them, get a 3 and out, we can have a chance to have some good field advantage here.
Well, I've got a second. Happy birthday to one of my favorite Bulldogs, Dylan Sizemore, celebrating his 38th birthday. It's a joke. It's Hensley met in the backfield, and he's going to pop free for a couple of yards. Going to wind up picking up, call it 2?
Maybe, yeah. There's your timeout there.
Springdale's going to call the timeout. We'll take a short timeout with them. 2:49 to go. 13-7 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
2:49 to go in the half. 13-7 our score. Springdale uses the second of their 3 timeouts. They've got 1 left. Now they just changed the board back to 2, so your guess at this point is probably as good as mine.
Yeah, we'll take 2 if they get it.
Yeah, if they want to give us an extra timeout, we'll take it.
Then they moved it again. They just took it back down to 1, so.
All right, so apparently Springdale has 1 timeout left.
Or the clock operator's just having fun.
I guess. He's making it fun for me. Second down, 9 yards to go. 2:49 to go. Ball resting just inside the 10-yard line. Looks like they're going to go a little wildcat here. No, Blair's in the shotgun with Henley. Give to Henley straight ahead. Springdale's there. He finds a hole, and he's going to be tripped up. Ricky Monafor makes the tackle, but that's going to be awfully close to a first down.
Yeah, he's going to be a little bit short. You know, that's one of those plays you have him in the backfield almost. And it's one of those you got to make that tackle right there.
Going to bring up third down, and we'll call it a yard. Clock running, 2:28 to go. I don't think Alma's going to be in a huge hurry here.
No.
Blair's going to go under center. Henley is the running back, and we're going to get a false start.
Yeah, that helps, definitely.
This has been a very penalty-filled game to this point.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to, you know, both teams having some young players and we're us stemming up front and them trying to make a play with 2-12, you know, kind of tight and young.
5th penalty of the ball game against Alma. Springdale with 6. Something that the coaches will certainly address. It's going to bring up third down 6, 2:12 to go.
You know, 3rd and 6, they brought in some receiver-type guys, so.
It's Corson and Stacy to the top. Grayson Bailey, he's to the bottom of the screen. Blair in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Springdale applies pressure. Screened. What a great play there.
By Westbrook.
Yeah, who else? Trayvon Westbrook. He's becoming Mr. Tackle for Loss.
And Coach Clark gets that last time out with 1:49 right there. It's going to be 4th and, 14 from the 6?
Folks got to learn. I mean, Trayvon sniffs out those screens. I mean, he did it last week against Parkview. He did it the week before against Joe T. He is really good at sniffing that sort of thing out.
Well, you know, it's one of those things, too, as a linebacker, and he's kind of deceptive. He's a big kid, but he does a really good job moving and getting where he needs to be in a hurry.
Clock is stopped with 1:49 to go. Springdale's going to get the football back. It's 4th down and 12. 13-7 our score. Alma's scored twice. 2 big plays for them. The 28-yard touchdown pass being the latest to Winfrey. Springdale put together one drive, an 11-play drive that went 68 yards. Other than that, it's been a struggle just to move the football.
Right. You know, it's one of those things, too, where it's been a struggle, but then the penalties kind of put us back when it's 4th and 1. Should have had the first down.
Springdale on the night, 23 total plays, 103 yards. Alma, 26 for 121. So it's not like we're racing up and down the field. It feels like this could be one of those one-score games.
Right. You know, and this is one of those, too, I guarantee you, they're telling them in that timeout, don't rough the kicker here.
Don't even go near him.
No.
Blair is the punter. Back deep for the Bulldogs. Ricky Monafor. Springdale looks like they're in a punt safe.
Yeah, like I said, you just want them to punt it. Maybe a bad snap.
Snap it over his head. We'll take anything at this point. Blair gets it away. It's a low line drive. It's going to go out of bounds.
Yep.
At about the 48-yard line. So Springdale start with good field position.
Clock's plenty of time on the clock, too.
So the Dogs will get the ball, 1:46 to go, trailing by 6.
You know, I thought that was a really good job defensively and clock management-wise to use their timeouts and make the plays when they needed to for Springdale. They did a really good job right there.
Clock will stop after each first down, so you got plenty of time.
Right, I think so.
Springdale without a timeout to work with. Connor Hutchins will bring the offense out. Michael Bates is to the top of the screen, along with Juan Martinez and Daryl Parchman. Coming to the bottom screen, 21, Ladarius Wansley. And they're committing 3 guys to him.
Yeah. It's one of those where I still think he's probably
still open.
Yeah.
Connor to throw. He's got Daryl out in the flat. He'll catch it at the 45. Daryl makes the guy move. We got a flag down. Daryl Parchman inside the 30. And I think part of this, or maybe all of it's coming back.
Well, and where the flag's located, I'm not real sure what might have been called here.
Yeah, they're going to march him backwards.
Unless they're calling a pick route. And I don't know why they would, but I think that's what they're calling.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. And while we wait for the call, there's 1:36 to go. Parchman was wide open.
Yeah.
And the flag came down on the hash mark at about the 40-yard line. So
late, yes. It was almost like after the fact that he caught the ball, then they drop it.
Yep, they did.
Sure did.
15-yard penalties, just a killer.
Yeah. Wow.
And they're going to mark it off from the 48, so Springdale's going to go all the way back to their own 37. And does that change your thinking at all, knowing that you're getting the ball first?
I think you maybe look at what you can get right here on this yardage right here, and then you kind of look at, let's don't do anything that might cost us here. We are going to get the ball back right when we get back from half. So let's be smart here. If we can get some half of it back here, let's kind of regroup and see.
So it's first down 25. Same formation. Connor will throw. Under pressure, ball's floated to the outside. Juan Martinez is going to catch it up around the 43-yard line. It'll be about a 6-yard pickup.
I think that was the exact same route they just ran. It's just a matter of, I think, what the official saw versus the first play before that.
So they'll mark him down at the 44. Clock running, 1:13 to go. 4 wide receiver set. Here's Connor. That ball's nearly intercepted. Well, Connor never saw him. I believe that is Stacy. Connor Stacy, the sophomore, never saw him.
No, I don't think they saw him. It's kind of hard. So, yeah, we got to – now with about a minute left right here, just –
Third down, 18, exactly 1 minute to go. Feels like they knew that was coming.
Yeah, they had that one played just right.
They're going to give it to Gilberto. He's got a little bit of room here. Across the 50, and he's going to get back near the original line of scrimmage, and I believe Alma's going to call a timeout here. And we get the timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout, 45 seconds to go in the half. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
45 seconds to go in the half. Alma's going to get the football back one more time. 4th down, 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Both teams run 26 plays. Alma with 121 yards total offense. Springdale with 118.
Here's where you want the, good snap, good catch, get the ball off, cover the field.
Oropeza into kick. 27.3 and 3 kicks tonight. Snaps good. Oropeza gets it away. Good high kick. Boy, he's gotten into a couple of those. Ball's loose. And now we've got flags down.
And it looks like they blocked us in the back. I think that's our ball with a block in the back with that. So
that
could
would be they're going to mark it at the 8. They didn't make a signal.
No, but I think they pushed us going this way because we got 2 flags with that. Then we got on the ball as well. So
that would be a huge change in momentum. Springdale celebrating.
Let's get ready. 36 seconds. We're out of timeouts. We got to, this may be where we're getting 2 plays called, and let's run it. Let's go.
Yep, there's the block in the back, so that'll be half the distance.
Half the distance, that's right. Or actually, they decline it, so we'll get the ball. That's right. I'm sorry. We definitely want to.
So Springdale's going to get the football. First down 10. Ball will be at the 8-yard line. First and goal. Connor throwing the fade, looking for Ladarius in the corner of the end zone. Signal.
Got it.
Touchdown Springdale. One play. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Great job by dragging his foot there. That was really, really good.
I've seen a lot of receivers roll through here, including a guy named Damian Williams. That guy's good.
He's good.
That guy's really, really good.
Well, it's like we talked. He's getting more confident every time he catches the football, and that's kind of a scary thing.
Yeah, it definitely is. So the Bulldogs capitalize on the turnover. Oropeza in to try the extra point. Snaps down, kicks on the way, and it's good. So our new score with 30 seconds to go. Springdale 14, Alma 13. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community and want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence as Arvest.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
We've got 30 seconds to go in the first half. Springdale's just taken the lead, a one-play scoring drive. Connor Hutchins hooks up with Ladarius Wansley for the second time tonight in the end zone. The Bulldogs have gone ahead of the Alma Airdales 14-13, and like we talked about, the Bulldogs are going to get the ball first to start the second half, and that is a huge deal.
Hey, we gave them one play, so we thought we'd take us a one-play drive as well. Right here, we got to get a good kick, cover down really, really, really well, and let's make sure we get to half.
Mendoza's got it teed up. High kick, deep kick. Taken by Stacy at the 2. Connor Stacy. We've got a flag down, and this one's going to be coming back. We got 2 flags down. Ball's going to come to a stop at the 22. Yeah, and that's where they will start marking penalties off.
Yeah, I think it's another block in the back. Called it off.
Interesting. Okay. So the Bulldogs have answered 2 Alma scoring drives with 2 of their own. They lead by 1. And I think if you're Alma here, you just want to take this one to the half.
I would think they would.
I mean, they're not geared for big plays.
No, I can't see them doing, unless they might run a reverse or something just tricky. Other than that, I think you're probably right. Quarterback, maybe a quarterback keeper, and see what he can get running down. Looks like they're going to a little victory formation here just to kind of take a knee here, like you said, and go to half. That's what they're doing.
So it's first down 10. Again, they're in a kneel-down situation. Blair takes the football, kneels down, and that, the coaches are taking off next to us, so that should be the end of the first half. Both teams are going to head to the locker room. Good first half of football.
It's exciting.
Bulldogs lead by 1. 14-13 is our score. We will be back shortly with the halftime show. You're watching Springdale Bulldog football on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty-Daniel country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty-Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty-Daniel country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination. Get it at Sam's.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. Affordable rates, available on-site management, attitudes of service, and amenities unmatched make residents love where they live and play. From value-packed basic apartments to resort-style living on golf courses, we manage options to fit your needs and wants. Apply online at lindsaymanagement.com for locations throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty-Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
At McClarty-Daniel, you're protected.
drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty-Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community and want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence as Arvest.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be. For you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HARPS. Hometown Fresh.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. From value-packed basic apartments with appliances and washers and dryers to resort-style apartment living on golf courses with fabulous amenities. You'll love where you live and play. Visit lindsaymanagement.com to apply online and see photos, rates, and floor plans for all locations we manage throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be. For you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale. Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, we're making it easier to see a healthcare provider. Book an appointment online with one of our primary care physicians, or walk right into any Northwest Health urgent care without an appointment. Online check-in for ER and urgent care visits saves your spot in line before you arrive. With options around the region and around the clock, the care you need has never been easier to find. At Northwest Health, we're taking your care in new directions. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com. At Northwest Health, we've made it easier to schedule a doctor's appointment. Online scheduling for our primary care physicians lets you make an appointment at any time from anywhere. It's the new way to book your next visit. mynorthwestanycare.com.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. Affordable rates, available on-site management, attitudes of service, and amenities unmatched make residents love where they live and play. From value-packed basic apartments to resort-style living on golf courses, we manage options to fit your needs and wants. Apply online at lindsaymanagement.com for locations throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post. From downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
Come see the largest pre-owned inventory in Northwest Arkansas.
Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in McClarty-Daniel Country. With 800 pre-owned vehicles at 6 giant locations in Bentonville and Springdale, there's something for everyone. Plus,
at McClarty-Daniel, you're protected.
Drive worry-free for 7 years or 200,000 miles with the MD Pre-Owned Advantage. And when it's time to sell your car, we're ready to buy it, even if you don't buy from us. Have you visited McClarty-Daniel Country yet?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
At Northwest Health, you can check in online for urgent care and ER visits. This simple step lets you pick a time that's convenient and saves your spot in line before you arrive. It's our new approach to the waiting room. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community. They want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence as Arvest.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HARPS. Hometown Fresh.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. From value-packed basic apartments with appliances and washers and dryers to resort-style apartment living on golf courses with fabulous amenities, you'll love where you live and play. Visit lindsaymanagement.com to apply online and see photos, rates, and floor plans for all locations we manage throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
And we welcome you back to Alma. Got about 5 minutes before we kick off the second half. And, Coach, I think all in all, Coach Clark's got to be pretty happy with a 1-point lead. Lots of things to clean up. Springdale with 7 penalties in the first half. Not a whole lot of offense, just 126 yards. But at the end of the first 2 quarters,
you're still up 1.
You're still up 1.
And you get the ball coming back the second half. And the past 2 games, the second half's kind of been more of our half. Again, like you said, though, we got to clean up some stuff. We didn't come out. We weren't very disciplined. We weren't sound up front on some things. We kind of moved here, moved there, and it was at untimely times. I mean, it just when we needed a big play, we get a penalty.
Rushing on the night, not what Springdale has done well after a good rushing performance last week. Darryl Parchment has a carry for 7 yards. Connor Hutchins, 4 carries, 16 yards. Gilberto Dominguez leads the way. He's got 7 carries for 23 yards. Springdale's been pretty good in the passing game. Connor Hutchins, 9 out of 15 for 80 yards. He does have the 2 touchdowns. Darryl's got 1 catch for 5 yards. Ladarius, 3 for 35. Juan Martinez has his first 2 catches in his career, 2 for 15. And Michael Bates, 2 catches, 26 yards, both on the short screens.
Yeah.
And, we mentioned Connor Hutchins, 9 out of 15, a vast improvement in completion percentage.
Exactly.
He came in completing 44%. He's 9 out of 15 in the first half. Overall, I think Coach Hobbs has got to be happy with his defense. Gave up just 121 yards.
Right. And like I said, defensively, that first quarter, it seemed like when they were running the ball, they went through 5 or 6 different offensive styles. And defensively, Coach Hobbs has got to get those guys prepared and ready, and they tried to throw everything they had at us. And right there toward the end, we had a chance to kind of stop them. Coach Clark and Coach Hobbs did a good job, calling the timeouts when we needed them, making the plays when we needed, and then Westbrook coming up with the big stop on the screen there at the end.
Ben Henley, the leading rusher for Alma. He's carried the ball 10 times for 38 yards. Really not much to talk about in the passing game for Alma. Blair is 6 out of 8 for 52 yards. Their leading receiver is Henley. He has 2 catches, but he only has 3 yards. They had the 1 big touchdown to the tight end Winfrey. As we start the second half here, I think a questionable call. I asked you about it afterwards. Alma going for 2 on that first after the first score. That's the difference in the ball game. As you're coming out of this time, out of halftime here, Springdale's got a little bit of momentum. They got the first turnover of the ball game, got a chance to punch it in on the fade to Ladarius, and now. What are you telling your kids as you're coming out here in the second half?
I think you use the momentum, obviously, coming out of that last touchdown, finishing out. You come back this second half, and you just keep doing what you're doing. You don't change anything. You get back to doing what Springdale football does.
You've got a couple of scores to update us on. We'll get to that in just a second. Tell you that next week we are off. We will be back on the 28th, coming to you from Rogers Heritage. Conference season. Love the way Zach Clark does this. You get your 3 non-con games, and then a week off to get prepared for 7A West play, but you got a couple of scores that one of which caught my eye.
Yeah, at halftime we got Northside 27-0 over Van Buren.
Wow.
Van Buren is the team that came out last week over Alma and had them down 28-0 at half or 28-7. So
2 undefeated teams in the 7A West coming into tonight. Van Buren was one of them.
Right, exactly, and they've got a new coach as well, and with Casey Dick going over to Fayetteville, and then. They've got their new coach and new staff, and so there's a lot of new things going on this year. So it's up in a kind of a whirlwind right now.
Pretty interesting score. Northside's been one of those teams that's kind of been up and down. They scrimmaged Bentonville West That first, I think it was the first or second eligible week that you could go and scrimmage in, and they just got their doors blown off.
Right.
And they have steadily improved. They had that 69-0 win over Heritage, and now, I mean, taking it to a team that was a very chic pick to finish in the top half of the conference in Van Buren.
Exactly. You know, and Northside's a team, too, down at Fort Smith that's super, super talented. They've got a coach from Northside back, coaching them, doing a really good job with those kids. They're disciplined. And he's got some things going in the right direction.
He's an older guy. He's been around. He's seen it all.
Yeah, you know, and those kids believe in what he's doing, and they believe in the system, and that's half the battle.
Got about 20 seconds to go before they put 2 minutes more. I don't understand why they do this. You know, they run it down to 0, and then they'll put just put 22 minutes on the clock. You know, stop fooling with us. Anyway, Springdale's going to get the football to start the second half. This is one of those sudden change opportunities.
Right.
You feel like, you know, make sure he kicks it deep.
That's right.
And then get the football in and start.
And this is one of those teams where you might see an onside right here. You know, it's a team that is young, that feels like maybe they can play some defense. They got some things offensively, and they may try to onside to give them one more chance to get the offense out on the field.
Springdale, not much going on offensively. We talked about the 126 yards of total offense. But a number that I keep an eye on, and I've had coaches tell me is one of the most important numbers that you can have. Springdale came in 37% on third down conversions. Tonight they're 1 of 5.
Right. You know, and we've talked about that all year. Third down efficiency has got to improve for us, especially when we start getting into conference. Mm-hmm. If we don't improve those third down efficiency ratings, then we're going to have a hard time going through conference.
And Springdale not really able to run the football tonight. Most of the yards have come through the air, 46 yards on the ground, 80 in the air. You know, you got to feel like, even with some of the injuries, you've got Rafi Gonzalez starting left guard. He's out. Braden Elliott's played a little bit tonight. But you feel like you got to get your running game going, and
exactly.
that, you know, kind of hang your hat on that in the second half.
Right. You know, and I think you're going to. Gilberto, he's found some creases, and we found some things. And it's almost kind of like, you know, we're trying to offensively kind of feel out what they're doing on defense. In the second half, maybe kind of open it up a little bit. I know we threw a couple of balls to Ladarius. I think he dropped one, but, you know, I think anytime we can get the ball to him, probably a pretty good idea.
So both teams out onto the field. We got about 90 seconds before we get going here. And, you know, what do you expect here in the second half? Springdale's, you know, again, the penalties. One big 15-yard interference penalty you disagreed with, but, you know, regardless, they call the thing. That's got to be one of the areas that they talked about at halftime. Is like,
exactly.
Hey guys, we got to clean some of this up.
Exactly. You know, and then really the touchdown they got, the one play 29-yard touchdown they got was off of penalty from us. And like you said, we got to clean some of that stuff up. I think if we clean that up and we play Springdale football, I think we're going to be okay.
All right, so here we go. 14-13 our score. Springdale going to get the football first. And Bulldogs on the season outscored 34-9 in the first 2 games in the first half. They have really dominated the second half.
Right.
They've played much better in the second half. They've outscored the opponents. My math skills not what they used to be, 43-36. So they've scored the bulk of their points in the second half. They've been a second half team. They come back last week, 2 touchdowns with 6 minutes to go. So you got to feel pretty good about where you are if you're Coach Clark and that staff.
I agree 100%. You know, we've been a second half team, and it's kind of ironic being such a young team that we are. You wouldn't think that, but our kids have really did, and I think last week kind of propelled us a little bit, and hopefully that pushes us. I wish we would have seen it a little bit cleaner first half. But, you know, hey.
No panic in this group.
That's right.
Mean, for as young as they are, they're very calm.
Right, they are.
So here we go. Where the referees have finished their conference. Olson heading out with tea in hand, and Springdale will send out their return team.
You know, I think you were talking about kids being calm. I think that's a compliment to the coaching staff down on the field. You know, the kids are going to kind of be a reflection of the coaching staff, and I think that's a compliment to them.
Springdale's return team onto the field. Ladarius Wansley is standing at about the 13-yard line. He's on the near side. Gilberto Dominguez, he is the receiver to the top of the screen. And, boy, this is just one of those.
You know, you line up. You just got to make sure they do it.
Make sure they kick it.
Our kids, you can tell they're coached. You know, they're matched up just like they are. So good job there by the special team. I think that's Nate Middleton does a good job with special teams.
All righty, so second half set to begin. It's a high kick, short. It's going to be fielded at the 23. That's Davon Sparks, and he's going to be taken down at about the 27-yard line. So Springdale start with good field position.
Again, that's another kick there. They went with a sky kick versus the deep ball that they've been using.
So it'll be first down 10. Ball's going to be placed at the 28-yard line. Bulldogs' first offensive drive here in the second half. Connor Hutchins is the quarterback. Gilberto Dominguez the running back. Guy to keep an eye on is Ladarius Wansley. He is the top receiver for the Bulldogs. He's coming near side. He's the outside receiver down here by the 30-yard line. Pistol set, 2 tight ends. Here comes Gilberto looking for room, trying to bounce to the outside, finds a little bit of a hole, 35-yard line.
Good job there.
And made a lot of that on his own.
He did.
I don't want to invoke the name of Garrett Vaughn, but that's who he reminds me of, making guys miss.
Well, hey, if he can run like that, we'll take it every time.
Every single
You
time.
betcha.
We take a little GV1 cut right
That's
now.
right,
It's going to be a pickup of about 8 yards.
That's a good first start for us right there. We needed that.
So second down, 2 yards. Here's Dominguez. Across the 35, sidesteps a guy. 45-yard line up near midfield. And
boy, he does a great job of making those guys miss. I mean, he just kind of slides right between them.
He's very, very good at that. Again, reminds me a lot of Garrett Vaughn just making guys miss. So it's going to pick up the first down. Bulldogs up to the 49-yard line.
They backed up. If you notice, that front line's backed up an extra yard, so they don't have to do that.
Here's Connor. Play fake. Gonna fire it high and long, and did Ladarius come down with it? My goodness.
That was pretty good.
Ladarius Wansley.
That was a pretty good defensive play there by Bailey, but Ladarius said, I'll take it.
Unbelievable. Ladarius Wansley with another catch. And Springdale into Alma territory.
I'm not so sure you could have him covered better than that.
No, you really couldn't. I mean, that's incredible. Same formation. They'll hand Dominguez. Going to get inside the 25-yard line, knocked down at the 24. And the Bulldogs got a little something going here.
We do. This is kind of what we needed, and we're kind of being a little bit of balance right here, a little different looks up front and something different. And now we've hit Ladarius again on the slant. Get ready for the slug up.
Yeah, here it comes. So the Bulldogs, second down, 6. Gilberto trying to get to the outside, inside the 25, and he'll be about 3 yards short.
We had the lineman pull around. I'm not so sure we needed to bounce that. Maybe the cut was more inside, but he made some good things happen right there. We'll take some positive yards every time.
It's going to bring up third down and 4. Ball at the 22-yard line. The line to make about the 18.5. Pistol set, 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Double tight ends. Clock running, 9:44 to go. Here's Connor, quickly, firing Ladarius at the 15, first down Bulldogs. Nice catch, excellent effort to hang on to the football.
That's that double slant that he had about 15 against Parkview.
Well, Coach told me that they kept giving it to him.
Exactly.
Like if they're not going to cover him, might as well keep giving it to him.
And we'll take it every time.
Every single time. It's first down Bulldogs at the 15. Here's Gilberto. Be dragged down, and a penalty flag comes down.
Kind of late.
We'll wait and see. That's in the area of holding, I would think.
It is.
Indeed it is. So the Bulldogs will get backed up. Their 8th penalty on the night.
That's one of those things, too. You right after a first down, and you get right behind the sticks right off the bat.
So it'll be first down 20, 9:19 to go in the quarter. The Springdale's opening drive, moving right to left. 3 wide receiver set, 1 tight end. It's Juan Martinez. Here's Connor, half roll. Looking for Darrell out in the flat. Ball's going to go incomplete, and it'll bring up second down.
Little play action right there, well, out of the offense, and had your tight end come across the back of the line right there. So
it's second down, 20. You got to feel like, anything inside if the ball stays outside the 20, this has got to be 4-down territory. Am I right?
I would think so, yes. I would think so.
Same formation. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Here's Connor, quarterback zone read, and he's going to get inside the 20. Going to get about 8, and it's going to bring up third down and 12.
Good read there by the quarterback. Looks like we're
Logan Chronister on the tackle for Alma. Clock running, 8:50 to go. Third down, 14. Springdale on the night on third down conversions, 2 out of 6. Here's Connor. Set up the screen, finds Ladarius. He's got room inside the 10, inside the 5, first down Bulldogs.
Wow.
I mean, it's going to him. I mean, you know it.
Yeah. And that's one of those things, too. He saw some creases and made some plays and just kind of got the lineman out of the way and said, I'll take it. And just he does a good job.
The pass play to Ladarius, good enough for the first down. The Dogs convert. Ball now resting at the 3-yard line. Clock running, 8:20 to go, third quarter. Dogs inside the Storms Orthodontics red zone. Juan Martinez is going to check in at a tight end spot. Tincher, the inline tight end. Dominguez, the running back. Here's Connor, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Nice bootleg. Connor Hutchins in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Springdale.
Good play call there.
I don't know what it was. It just felt like they sent everybody to the top of the screen, and Connor's there by himself, and he gets his first career rushing touchdown.
You don't expect that. We haven't shown that out of Connor, and that's a good play call right there on just enough room where he could make that happen. Good job, and we needed this coming out of the half.
10 plays, 72 yards. The Bulldogs march right down the field. Oropeza on to try the extra point. Snaps down, kick on the way, and it's good.
Good job, good drive coming out of the half and doing exactly what we had to do.
Our new score, Springdale 21, Alma 13. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be. For you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
The Bulldogs scoring drive goes 10 plays, 72 yards. I was just telling Coach Gilberto Dominguez, 23 yards rushing on that drive. He's now 11 carries, 49 yards. Starting to see those second half yards.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm impressed just seeing him make people miss. And you mentioned Devon look, and Zach, Garrett was such a good runner at seeing the whole field. He had such great vision as a running back, and it's kind of nice to see a young kid come up and you see him starting to figure some things out at running back.
I've told him 100 times. Great running back, terrible dresser. So Mendoza's got it teed up, high and short. This one's going to come down at the 17-yard line. Springdale, nice
Great
job
coverage.
on the coverage.
Great job.
Corson goes nowhere. He gets to the 21, and that's where they'll take over.
That's that coverage there. They took the blocker with them. That's a great job. Great team effort right there. Good job.
Brett Hobbs sends out the nightmares. He owes me a T-shirt. After last week, I feel like I've earned it.
There you go.
7:58 to go, third quarter. Ball at the 22. Blair will bring the offense out. Again, he was 6 out of 8 passing in the first half for 52 yards. This is not a real high-tempo, big passing yards kind of offense. They're going to come out in the full house look. This is what they open the game with.
Exactly.
Blair gives to Chronister. Springdale trying to string it out, and they do. Chronister's going to go down after a 2-yard loss.
Yep. Good job there by the defense, just stringing it out. Good job running down.
So again, as you pointed out a couple times, putting Alma behind the sticks, not somewhere where they're particularly comfortable.
Not very comfortable. And then you see the different group coming back in, the receiving crew, and I think that's an advantage for us.
So it's second down 12, 7.5 to go, third quarter. Blair, the quarterback. Henley, the running back, is now at the wingback spot. That's Grayson Bailey in the backfield alongside the quarterback, Blair.
Cover the middle there. Looks like the speed option coming this way.
Blair
Golly.
pitches. We got an illegal block, and Bailey's going to be cut down at the 27, but this is coming back.
Yep. Great job there by the defense, just putting himself in position to make that.
While we wait for the call, 7:06 to go in the quarter. Springdale up by 8. Of course, it's called for the holding, and that will set Alma backwards.
Again.
Yeah, this is, I think if you're Coach Hobbs, I mean, you got to be feeling really good about this.
Yep.
You know, you keep pushing them back. They're not a big play offense at all. I mean, it's kind of a grind-it out
exactly.
kind of deal with them.
And when it's this far behind, you look for your screens. You look for something tricky right here. Just be smart, play sound on defense.
A lot of run-after-catch stuff.
Exactly. Just be smart here.
Clock moving, 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Springdale by 8. Alma in the green jerseys moving left to right. Second down, 22, ball at the 10. Blair, the quarterback. He's going to roll far side. He's holding on to it. Trayvon putting a little pressure on there, and he's going to airmail that one into the Springdale bench. Now you got third down, 22.
Well, it looks like we got a flag right there around the quarterback. I didn't see anybody hit the quarterback. Must be another hold because I didn't see the quarterback get hit at all. Had a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, Trayvon was applying pressure. Yeah, I was talking to Coach Clark.
Decline that.
Yep, decline that. It's going to bring up third down, 22.
You bet.
Now, let me ask you a question. I mean, you're Coach Lockridge here on the Alma side. You can try and pick this up, or you can try and get it to Henley and see what you can get out of it.
I think on this, you try to get about half of this back, and you try to punt it and put them in, try to make this a field advantage right here, because if you don't, then you're punting it behind the 10-yard line.
You don't want to do what Parkview did last week.
I don't think you want to do that. This is you get a little bit back if you're coach on the other side and just try to be positive as much as you can.
And as much as, I mean, Bailey is the latest in a long list of very tall wide receivers that they've had. They have not tried to just launch it down the field, take a shot with him.
Right.
Just haven't been able to do it.
Right. Well, it looks like they put the runners back in. They've got Bailey out by himself out there at the top.
And I'm just guessing that seems to be a logical step, but they're going to give it to Henley straight ahead. He's going to get a couple yards up to the 14, and they're going to have to kick.
Yeah, you put yourself – because if you put yourself inside the 10, then you got a tight punt situation.
Right.
It changes the whole blocking schemes. So at least they got the yardage back out where they can go regular punt here.
So Blair will drop back in punt formation. Ricky Monafor will drop back for the Bulldogs. Clock's running, 6:20 to go. Third quarter. Bulldogs in a punt safe. The line to make is the 32. Not that it matters.
Right.
You can't see them trying to fake here. Blair. It's the kick away. Nice high spiral. Ricky going to let it hit at the 45. It'll take an Alma roll. Springdale's going to get the football at the 36.
Not bad there. I think for Alma, that's exactly what they wanted. For us, again, it puts them out on defense again and gets our offense back on the field.
Bulldogs go 72 yards on their last drive. Now trying to stretch that lead with exactly 6 minutes to go. Third quarter. Ball at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Connor Hutchins on the night, 12 out of 19, 126 yards. He does have the 2 passing touchdowns. He's also got 1 rushing touchdown, so he's been very involved in the offense thus far.
Well, and you see him a little bit more confidence this half.
Yeah, you see him bouncing out, yeah.
I like seeing that. That's good. And that kind of kid needs confidence and helping the offense.
So 1st and 10. Here's Gilberto trying to get to the outside, does across the 40. Going to pick up about 8 yards. Good play there. Now that's the read. Connor kept it the last time.
Exactly. And they're just trying to read that play side end there. If the end takes him, he pulls it. If the end kind of squeezes, and he's just kind of reading what we do blocking scheme wise. So if he squeezes down, he gives it and lets the back run.
8-yard pickup on 1st down, and Gilberto's starting to get it going a little bit. 12 carries, 57 yards. 3 wide receiver set. Here's Gilberto again. He's going to get stacked up in the backfield. He's going to wind up losing about 3 back to the 41. It's one of those you just live to fight another day.
That's right.
Just tuck it in there, see if he can get a yard out of the deal. Instead, he winds up losing 3 back to the 41, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's that youth coming out of him thinking he can score on every play. And,
sometimes.
And he'll get better at that the more experience he gets. He'll get better. Like you said, live to Play another one. Let's go.
3rd down 5. Connor in the shotgun. Firing, looking for Ladarius. Did he catch it? He did. And, boy, is it close.
Well,
I
looks
got
like
one
up
guy
top,
at the 48.
yeah.
I got one guy at the 47. I think either way it's a first down.
Yep, we got
They're going
it.
to give him the 48, so Ladarius makes another catch.
And there's that slant again.
Hey, you know it's coming. When we called for it all last week.
Well, you had your outside linebacker actually underneath where he was, and it's just the ball went right where it needed to be, and really good throw for Connor.
Ladarius starting to rack up some numbers. 7 catches, 88 yards. He's got the 2 touchdowns. Connor gives to Gilberto. Well, that's a nice play across the 50-yard line. He'll pick up about 3. He'll bring up a 2nd down. The Dogs just winding that clock down.
And that's one of those situations there where we're running the offense, and whatever they do is wrong. And that's what you want.
Yeah, that's the best situation to be in.
You betcha.
3 receivers come near side. Connor Hutchins, the quarterback. Gilberto Dominguez alongside Juan Martinez, the tight end, to the top. And we've got whistles.
You know, that's where we're just trading the tight end from one side to the other, and we get them to move again, kind of like the defense stemming. That's our offensive stem.
Perfect. Looks like they're going to mark it off against Alma. Alma's 8th penalty on the night.
You know, as you start looking at the second half here, you start looking at body language.
Mm-hmm.
And I see body language on that side of defense changing, especially to benefit us.
So now it's 2nd and 2. Clock running, 3:57. It's Martinez in motion. Here's Gilberto looking for the hole, finds it. First down across the 40-yard line, powers through. Good, strong run. Gilberto's not a big guy.
I was going to say, he powered through, and he's not really a power runner, but I tell you what, that was a good, strong, hard run there.
He's listed at 160 pounds.
That means he's been at it about 4 or 5.
But he'll fight through, pick up the first down. They'll mark it at the 37.
But I can tell you what they don't measure, and that's his heart. He's got a big one, and he runs hard.
They had a dude last year. Wasn't all that big, but I'd take him in any game.
You betcha. You betcha.
Here's Connor on the read. Bounces off his own man. Still fighting. Barney picks him up. And they're going to carry him all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A little help from your
Good
friends.
assist by Barney right there.
I got to give him half the yardage on that, don't I?
Yep.
And he earned it. Bulldogs are going to go inside the 30.
We got a little pushing and shoving going around.
That's all right. It's all right. Our young guys slowly growing up. Under 3 minutes to go this drive. 6 plays, 34 yards.
You know, it's almost like kind of what we talked about. We're kind of imposing our will the way we need to, and that's exactly what we had to do this half.
Ladarius and Darryl Parchman go to the top of the screen. Michael Bates to the bottom. Same formation. Here's Connor. Fakes the pitch. Inside the 20. Boy, they are just gashing them now.
Well, again, it's one of those things. That's kind of the newer version of the speed option. And he's just reading that play side in. If the end takes the running back, he just takes it and goes.
Quickly to the line go the Bulldogs. Here's Connor, pitches to Gilberto inside the 20. Nice jump cut, still going, and he's going to get down to the 16.
Good hard run right there.
4-yard pickup. You know, it's like they're going fast, they're going slow, going fast, going slow.
And again, I think that has to do with just body language. I think coaches are down there looking. They see it on the sideline well. You see hands on their hips on the defensive side. Our guys we're lining back up. We're ready to run, and makes a difference.
3 wide receiver to set. Ladarius Wansley comes near side. This could be the fade. Gilberto, the running back. Connor. Hands to Gilberto going far side across the 15. He's going to be chopped down after. And we'll give him 2 yards on the pickup at the 15-yard line.
I think he's got flipped on that one, didn't he?
He did. So while they tend to him, we're going to take a quick timeout. 1:38 to go in the quarter. Springdale leads by 8. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
If you want fast, easy, and affordable service, visit McClarty Daniel.
Keep your vehicle running like new in our state-of-the-art service facilities. We know your time is valuable. Our factory-certified technicians with decades of experience will get you in and out and back on the road quickly. We service all makes and models at our 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale. Open 6 days a week.
Visit McClartyDaniel.com to schedule your service appointment today.
Welcome back to Alma. Gilberto Dominguez was the injured Bulldog, and he has been helped off the field and is heading over to the training table. We'll get an update as soon as we can. 1:38 to go. It's now 3rd down, 5. Ball at the 15-yard line. Daryl Parchman has replaced him in the backfield. 3 wide receivers set. That's Sparks in motion. They pitch it to him. Davon Sparks trying to get to the outside to the 15, inside the 10. 1st down, Bulldogs. That's a great call.
Good
Stretch
job.
that defense.
Exactly. Anytime you can stretch them, that's great.
They've run that play a couple times this year with varying levels of success. He picks up 6, and it's 1st down, and that's just got to be demoralizing.
Well, that's one of those plays, too. You see Darryl go back to and they're going to key on Darryl. Well, you give it to the jet receiver coming in zip motion right there, so gives them a different look.
Clock running, 1:20 to go. Springdale by 8. It's 1st and goal, ball at the 9. Connor in the pistol. He'll hand to Darryl. Darryl with the cut. He's going to pick up maybe a yard on that. It'll be 2nd down. I don't think, maybe it's just me, but I don't think you necessarily mind that. You're bleeding the clock. You're
that's right.
You got to get points out of this drive.
That's right.
Get yourself up 2 scores, whether it's a field goal or touchdown. Now, obviously, the touchdown really put some pressure on Alma.
This is one of those plays right there, I think, too. Your one play, that guy kind of slipped through. We're one person away from scoring right there.
Got to feel like a shot to Ladarius is coming sooner or later, right?
Right.
40 seconds to go, clock running. 2nd and goal, ball at the 8. Here's Connor, and we've got whistles and a timeout, Springdale.
That didn't look good from the start.
No,
We just kind of
something looked funky.
Yeah, we just didn't feel confident.
So we're going to take the timeout with them. 36 seconds to go in the quarter. 21-13 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale. Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full-service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
36 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Springdale leads by 8. They have dominated this quarter. I'd like to see another 7 come up on the scoreboard, but they have put up 133 yards of total offense in this quarter, outperforming the first half.
Exactly.
Alma has 0.
Well, they've pretty much taken the whole third quarter.
Whole third quarter, just wearing them down. Got to end this thing with some points. It's 2nd down goal. Connor in the pistol. He's got Darryl as the running back. Davon, Michael Bates to the top of the screen. Connor changing something.
Yeah, looks like he's checking. Boy, we almost moved, I thought.
Yeah, I thought we did. Darryl leaned forward just a little bit.
Anytime you audible like that, it changes kind of the snap a little bit. And just be patient. We're still okay. We're still where we need to be. Again, you mentioned the little pass right here. This may be the chance to go to the wide side of the field, put Ladarius over there, single coverage maybe.
Yeah, he was telling the coaches last week on the ball that he caught at the 1-yard line right before they punched it in for the go-ahead that he was in. And I like that.
Yeah,
wide receiver saying, Coach, I was in. Here's Connor. Little quarterback run, and he's going to get absolutely nowhere. He's going to be down at the 16. He's going to wind up losing a yard. And
got one down on the corner. He's up. He's all right. I think he got some turf in his eye, looks like maybe.
It's going to go down as a 3-yard loss. And now Springdale, I think they're going to take this one to the 4th quarter, I would think.
Yeah,
it's 3rd and goal, ball at the 16. And that looks like what they're going to do. Clock hits 0:00. We are 3 quarters in the books. Springdale leads 21-13. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
At Northwest Health, we're making it easier to see a healthcare provider. Book an appointment online with one of our primary care physicians, or walk right into any Northwest Health urgent care without an appointment. Online check-in for ER and urgent care visits saves your spot in line before you arrive. With options around the region and around the clock, the care you need has never been easier to find. At Northwest Health, we're taking your care in new directions. Visit mynorthwestanycare.com. At Northwest Health, we've made it easier to schedule a doctor's appointment. Online scheduling for our primary care physicians lets you make an appointment at any time from anywhere. It's the new way to book your next visit. mynorthwestanycare.com.
So as we start the fourth quarter, Springdale leads by 8. They are facing a third down, 16. This is 4-down territory?
You know, where it's at, I think it's point. We got to get points, and you and I both discussed this.
Make that a two-score game.
If we can get a good enough chunk to maybe get a fourth down play that we feels good in the playbook, do it. But if we can't get it here, let's put some points on the board.
Connor in the shotgun. He's going to take it and roll near side. Little throwback screen. He's got Juan Martinez, and he's got bodies out there. Juan Martinez.
He's in.
They're going to mark him out.
Are you kidding
at
me?
At the 1? That's the 2-point play they ran last week. They're going to mark him down. I haven't seen it.
Oh, it looks like they're putting it on the 3. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. Okay. I haven't seen a signal.
I have yet to see one also.
Nobody's celebrating.
But they're putting it
they're
on
putting the ball. Yeah, Coach Clark's at the 20-yard line asking for the.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
touchdown.
so touchdown. Juan Martinez.
Well, Coach Clark never got a signal either. He finally got one.
Okay, so congratulations to Juan Martinez. That's his first career touchdown reception.
Great call, too.
Yeah, and it's the same play they ran last week on the 2-pointer. So huge play for the Bulldogs. They extend their lead to 27-13. Oropeza in to try the extra point. Snap's good. Kicks on the way. And it's good. So with 11:50 to go here in the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs stretch their lead to 15. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Welcome to McClarty-Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty-Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty-Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty-Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
The Springdale scoring drive, 13 plays, 64 yards. The final 16, Juan Martinez getting his first career touchdown reception as a Bulldog. Connor throws another touchdown pass. That's 3 tonight. And the Bulldogs now lead by 15 with 11:50 to go here, fourth quarter.
Yeah, great. You know, I tell you what, we've come out with two drives, points on the board on both drives. Defense came out and did their job, and I'm telling you what, we're sitting in a pretty good spot right now. Let's just finish what we've started. Let's finish it.
Springdale's been pretty good tonight on kick coverage. Mendoza's got it teed up. Back deep for Alma.
Looks like the same 2 guys, I think.
Stacy and looks like Josh Davis.
Josh Davis, yeah.
So here's Mendoza. Little deep kick. Drives Davis back to the 4. Josh Davis. And he's going to be met at the 15-yard line. Slips away, and they're going to stop him short of the 20-yard line. Springdale's been really good on kick coverage tonight.
They have done a really good job.
That was an area where they've struggled the last 2 weeks, and
right.
they got some things right. So they're going to give them the football at the 19-yard line. This is just the second time that Alma's had the football here in the second half.
I'll tell you what, and like I said, you know, that first time they had it, our defense, they've pretty much seen everything. They've kind of thrown everything but the kitchen sink out there on offense. The only thing I guess they hadn't lined up and run is a single wing or even the true wishbone. So
it's 1st and 10, ball to 19. Landon Blair brings the offense out. He'll have Henley alongside.
We got a guy out here. Okay. We saw him.
It's Bonneau in motion. They'll give it to Henley straight ahead. He'll get across the 20, pick up about 3 yards. Chase Jones at the bottom of that pile.
You know, I think right here the coach is just trying to come out. He wants to try to get something established, doing what he's doing, and I think that's why he's coming out. Now he's taking these runners out and putting some receivers back in. Sure as I say that.
So the ball is marked at the 23. Wound up being a 4-yard pickup, 2nd down 6. I mean, you got to feel like they've got to go a little faster.
Yeah, you think.
So Blair will be alone in the backfield in the shotgun. 5 wide receiver set. Blair on the quarterback draw. Andre in there quickly. He's going to get up to about the 26. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah.
Very conservative.
Right. Well, and you know, Sparks was there, but that's just a big old load he's bringing down, 240. He kind of reminds you of a high school version of Kentucky's quarterback.
Yeah, a little bit.
Remember?
Yeah, Lorenzen.
Lorenzen, you bet. Jared Lorenzen.
The late Jared Lorenzen.
That's right.
Clock running, 10.5 to go. 3rd down, 3. Blair in the shotgun. He's got Henley alongside. There's a dive straight ahead. Blair's going to keep it, and he's got room across the 39. Up to about the 48-yard line, running over guys.
Yep. Now here's your sense of urgency. Now they're going to try to line back up and probably try to run something very similar, if not the same play.
Ball's going to be marked at the 47. It's 1st down, 10 yards to go. Clock running as we go under 10 minutes. Blair in the shotgun. And we've got whistles.
Another stem. Worked again.
So they will back Alma up 5 yards. I broke the stat machine. That's something that will become a theme through the year. I'll mess something up. So we'll get back to that.
Well, Coach Hobbs has done a really good job stemming just at the right time. You know, big play right there. They go for about 15, 20 yards. He comes back, stems, puts them behind the sticks. Exactly where we want to have them.
So it'll be 1st down 15. Ball's going to go back to the 42-yard line. Clock moving, 9:50 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs up by 15. They've dominated here in the second half. They had the ball twice. They've scored twice. This is Alma's 2nd possession. I think if I'd said to Coach Clark at the beginning of the year, hey, you're going to have 2 possessions in a quarter, I think he would have laughed at me the way that they go up and down the field.
Exactly. And then we did it the way we needed to, moving the clock and
Blair
everything.
Straight drop, looking for Bailey, and he's going to throw it into the ground. Tell you what.
Covering our screens, we've covered the screens really, really well. Our linebackers have picked them up that time. I think Chase picked them up coming across the middle there. Great job.
Dominic Trejo popped Blair as he got rid of the football. They've done a nice job putting pressure on Blair. Now he's 240 pounds. He's hard to bring down. So now it's 2nd down 15.
It's been fun watching our young kids just grow up. They're starting to develop into some really good football players, and it's nice to see them just kind of listen to their coaches and do exactly what they're supposed to do, and it's fun watching that happen.
Joseph York's checked in for Alma. He's the receiver to the top of the screen, and there's confusion.
Yeah.
And Alma's going to take a timeout. So with 9:27 to go in the ball game, Alma takes a timeout. 28-13 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
We have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
$9:27 to go in the ballgame. Springdale leads by 15. It's 2nd down 15. Ball's at the 42-yard line. You got a couple of scores.
Yeah, we got HAR-BER 35-0 over Russellville right now at the end of the third. Greenwood leads Southside 37-7. Conway beats Jonesboro 14-7.
So conference play starts in 2 weeks. That's always one of my favorite times of year.
Yeah, and this year, with the high schools going to 0 week, it gives us a chance to kind of get that off week right before conference start.
Get healthy.
Hopefully get some guys healthy when you need to, and especially with our kids, we've got several out, so that's really going to help us.
So Alma will come out. Blair, the quarterback. Looks like they've got their receiver
more
package
confusion,
in.
yeah.
They got guys running all over the place.
It's not what you want out of a timeout.
8 seconds, 5
they
seconds.
They got too
on the
many
plate.
out on the
They
field.
Do.
They don't know where they're. He's
Here's
still
Blair.
moving.
Blair under pressure, steps up. Springdale's going to get to him, and
wow.
going to knock him down at the 42. Yeah, that just, out of a timeout.
You don't want that out of a timeout.
We've got the coaches from Alma right next door to us, and they were showing their frustration.
Not very happy.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. You know who's quietly played a really good game today is your guy, Isai. They have really shored up the middle of that defense. Getting heavy playing time really for the first time
Dominic
in his career.
Trejo as well.
Dominic's
He's a guy that's had to step in and play some big roles as well. They've done a really good job. And you mentioned the receiver that they've had. We've kind of kept him pretty quiet.
Yeah, have not heard from him at all.
Knock on wood.
3rd down, 15. They're at 4 on the play clock, and they're still moving around.
They're going to get a timeout.
They're going to get a delay a game.
Well, he calls a timeout.
He calls a timeout. Wow. 8:35 to go in the 4th quarter. Alma calls their 2nd timeout in 3 plays. We'll take the timeout with them. 28-13 our score. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
8:35 to go in the ball game. Springdale up 15. Alma at the 42-yard line facing a 3rd down and 15. And, we were talking during the break. Coach Lockridge down here for Alma not happy with his troops.
No, he's pretty frustrated.
And they're struggling just to get lined up right now. And the Bulldogs with a chance here, if you can keep this to a reasonable, I would think double digit. I think anything under 10 yards, they're going.
Yep. Well, and it's a situation, we talked about it earlier, but still, you're looking at the body language as a coach. I'm looking at those kids on the sideline, out on the field, and their body language is a lot different than ours.
So 3rd down, 15, 8:35 to go in the ball game. 4 wide receivers set. Connor Stacy, the running back. This just feels like the play they ran to score the touchdown. A little wheel route to the tight end.
Right down Blair. The middle of the field.
Blair fires right down the middle. Ball caught. It's Connor Stacy still going inside the 30, and he is met by Terry Wise, and they're going to get him for targeting.
And see, I thought that was pretty good. I didn't think he led with the helmet at all. Did you?
I don't know. That's Wow.
Yeah,
Coach Clark, I'm looking at Coach Clark and Coach Hobbs on the far side. They are not happy. So Alma will convert plus 15 yards for the penalty. And now you got to worry about whether Terry's going to be in the ball game.
Right.
And they're thin in the secondary anyway.
They're waving
they're going to wave it off. Okay.
I thought so.
So the first down will stand. Alma will get the football at the 28-yard line. 1st down, 10. It was good, well-designed play. They hit the running back Connor Stacy right down the seam.
Yep. Try to split those linebackers and play. They just snapped it right down the middle, and he had a good throw.
So they wave off the targeting penalty of the personal foul. Clock running, 8:20 to go, 4th quarter. Springdale by 15. 2 tight ends moving. This is Blair in the shotgun. Gives it straight ahead to Henley. Henley trying to get to the outside.
Great job.
Springdale there. Andre Sparks.
That was a great
Terry
job
Wise
by
in
Sparks.
there.
Took on the block. Shed the block right there and made the play. Great job by
Bukow and Trejo.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, we keep calling Dominic's name. He is playing a whale of a ball game.
He does a great job.
And we got a flag down.
I had Dominic at George when he was just a young kid, and I've really enjoyed seeing him develop into a really good football player.
So they're going to get Alma for holding, and Coach Clark's going to back him up.
Again, putting them behind the sticks.
Yeah, and Springdale had him behind the sticks the last time.
So far, we've been very successful when that happens.
So it'll be 1st down, 20. Ball's going to go back to the 38-yard line, the line to make the 18. Kind of a power set here for Alma. Blair, he's going to roll to his right. He's going to fire. He's got a man open. It's knocked away.
Yep. Secondary did a good job. You got your quarterback talking to the receivers and.
It's Brindle Cook on the far side.
Yeah.
Good defensive play.
You know, he's played pretty good tonight.
Yeah, they
starting over there with the corner.
Like you said, I mean, Grayson Bailey is a very good receiver, and we have not called his name in the pass game yet.
I think he's gone with him every time. I think he's lined up and matched him every time. They've put him on there as Henry.
Second down 20, 7:51 to go in the game. 4 wide receivers set. Landon Blair fires it wide. That's a live football, folks. Yep. And I think Springdale's got the football.
I think he's calling it forward.
You know, that's twice.
It was definitely, from my angle, it looked like it was thrown behind him.
Wow. Okay, so it's going to be 3rd down and 20, 7:45 to go. They ran that play last year, and Stoney White wiped out the running back. I'm surprised they went back to it, frankly. Yeah. Stoney, he obliterated the running back up at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium.
This is something here, 3rd, and look for something kind of different here. 3rd and long, trying to get something, maybe a double pass, a sweet pass, something like that.
So 3rd down 20. Here's Blair. Boy, he's got room. He's going to get inside the 25, down near the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 23.
Yeah. Definitely gives them a chance to go for 4th down here.
So they get a big chunk of the yards back. It's going to be, we'll call it 4th and 5. 4th down 5. That was Henley on the reception. Here's Blair in the shotgun. Looks to the sidelines and like we're going to get a timeout.
Yep.
Timeout Springdale. So 7:10 to go, 4th quarter. It's 4th down and 5. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
7:10 to go in the ball game. It's 4th down 5, and we were talking a little strategery there during the timeout. 4th and 5. You were saying if they go empty,
takes the linebacker, the outside linebackers, takes them out, gives you a 4-1 box, and it definitely gives you a chance to get to the quarterback draw, especially when he weighs 240.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's one thing when he's 160, but
that's right.
240, that's tough to bring down.
It's almost kind of like blocking for yourself.
So Coach Hobbs sends the defense out.
I think that was a good timeout by Coach, just to make sure his defense, make sure you're lined up. If they go empty set, here's what we're going to do. Be ready for this and be ready for certain situations, and I think that's a really good timeout there.
Expect to see him stem here, see if he can draw them off. Maybe
so.
If you get back to 4th and 10, it really kind of changes
the whole complexion.
Yes,
that's right.
It does. So here we go. It's going to be a 4-receiver set. Landon Blair is the quarterback. Henley the running back alongside. Springdale showing blitz. Blair to throw. Springdale after him. Blair gets away, fires high and long, and that ball is incomplete. Springdale's going to get the football in there.
Great job.
I mean, Coach Hobbs chose to come after him.
That's right.
Should have had him, but forced him to throw high and wide, and Springdale's going to get the football back with 7:04 and a chance to put this game away.
That's right. Great job right there.
Well, the Bulldogs will take over, and I think Coach Hobbs, these last 2 weeks, just got to be thrilled with the way these young Bulldogs are playing.
Yep. As well, it's like we talked about earlier. We saw a lot of puppies the past couple of weeks, and they're starting to turn into Bulldogs, and it's been really fun to see that development of those players each week get a little bit better, and a lot of it has to do with their confidence.
So the offense is going to come out. Gilberto Dominguez, leading rusher in the game, left with an apparent leg injury. See him over there on the trainer's table.
Even if it's a small one, where we're at right now, let's let him rest a little bit and get this game closed out.
Here's Darrell. He's going to be stopped at the 21-yard line. He's going to lose 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down 12. But I think most importantly for Springdale is that clock just continues to tick.
You bet.
It looks like we've got – why's the clock stopped?
I'm not sure. There it goes. No? Supposed to be running. There it goes.
Okay, there we go.
Well, this situation, too, we lose a couple of yards. We may have to throw a pass to kind of get some of those back. You don't want to, because if you do drop it, it stops the clock.
Play clock is at 10. Springdale slow getting out of the huddle. Connor in the pistol. He'll take. Hand to Darrell. Makes a cut across the 20, across the 25. Good pickup. It's going to bring up a third down and long. But again, clock just continues to run.
We got about 5 or 6 back. It's definitely not the chunk we needed back, but it'll give us a chance to at least get, 3rd and 8. A lot better in the playbook than 3rd and 13.
Ball's resting just past the 25-yard line. It is 3rd down and 7. Play clock is at 15. This just feels like Ladarius time. We're under 6 minutes to go. Springdale taking their time here. You got 5 on the play clock. 3. Snaps the ball. He's going to hand to Darrell. Darrell. Boy, he's close to first down yardage. They're going to mark it at the 32, and Springdale's going to have to kick it, but I think mission accomplished.
Yeah, I think so.
You're going to burn almost 2 minutes.
And they'll let this run down, I'm sure, all the way. Alma's got 1 timeout, so they can't use it. So you let this run down all the way to almost time to punt it. Get you some yardage and just switch the field over. You got to change the field.
So Oropesa is going to check in. Connor Stacy will drop back deep. Boy, you'd like to get him to hit a rocket here.
Yeah. Well, and I think,
field.
You got the guys off the edge. They're going to be coming. Just get the snap, get
Snaps
it there.
high. Oropesa gets the kick away. It's a low-line drive. It's going to bounce at the 36, take a Springdale roll, and will roll dead at the 29. Buchow downs it there, and with 4:51 to go in the ballgame, Alma's going to get the football back. Springdale goes 3 and out, but choose 2 minutes off the clock.
Yep.
And they'll put the defense back out there.
Even though, we didn't get our first down like we needed to. Like you said, we took 2 minutes off the clock, and we flipped the field. That's the main thing,
Again, not a big play offense.
No. But being able to flip the field, put them back on their side of the field, I think our defense, they feel pretty confident with themselves right now. A lot of confusion on their side last time when they were on offense.
So first down 10, ball to 29, 4:51 to go in the ballgame. Springdale leads by 15, 28-13. They've dominated here in the second half. Andre showing blitz here near side. Blair to throw. Fires. Pass complete. And is Stacy, or Corson check that. He's going to be across the 35-yard line. He'll get about 6, maybe 7.
Yep. That's one of those where we put enough little pressure. He found the opening and just kind of made something happen there as a receiver.
Clock continues to run. 4.5 minutes to go in the ballgame. Ball at the 37-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Blair alone in the shotgun. 5 wide receivers set. Here's Blair. And he'll get up to the 44-yard line with a first down on the quarterback draw.
Yep.
So they're moving a little quicker here.
Yep. But if 260 has to move the football, I think we're okay.
Yeah, you'll give them 5-yard runs. 5 wide receivers set again. Springdale showing blitz. Here they come. Chase Jones, first one in there. Isai's got him, and then Trayvon Westbrook and the rest of the Bulldog defense comes in to clean him up.
Yeah.
It's going to wind up being a 2-yard loss, and that's exactly what you want. They go
That's
5
right.
wide, blitz them.
That's right. Our secondary is good enough where we can match up with them, and Coach Hobb, obviously knows that, and he's called the blitzes the way he needs to call them and puts the people where they need it. And if you notice, it's a different one each time.
Yeah, they're Chase Jones, Andre Sparks. Trayvon's been in there.
Yeah, bet.
And they are taking their sweet time here. 20 seconds have rolled off the clock here, and they're just getting to the line of scrimmage. 3.5 minutes to go in the ballgame. Springdale by 15. Blair in the shotgun. He has time. Andre gets there.
Wow, just enough to knock the ball. Great job right there.
I'll tell you what, Andre, when he's not getting there, is causing problems.
Yeah, and he's done that all year. And, we've talked about it week after week after week. He may not make the play, but he's putting the pressure on to get that play started.
Just a junior.
Wow.
He'll be around next year for the Bulldogs.
He's done some really good things, and it's been fun watching him.
So 3rd down, 11, 3:22 to go in the game. Springdale by 15. Looking to put the final nail in the coffin of the Airedales and win their 4th in a row in this series.
Again, we got Alma behind the sticks again.
Yeah, and it's where you want them.
You bet.
4 wide receivers set. Landon Blair in the shotgun. Springdale shows blitz. Here comes Andre, and he's through. Andre can't bring Blair down. Yes, he does. Andre Sparks with his second sack in the ball game. They just can't block it.
Well, and that's that same play. They got the big first down, and Westbrook picked him up running right down the middle of the field.
Nicely done, Coach Hobbs. Coaching in game.
Tell you what, adjustments on the field. You know, when your kids can make adjustments coming off the field, make adjustments, get back on the field, and transfer that on the field, great job right there.
4th down, 15, clock running, 2:50 to go. Bulldogs trying to end this threat and get the football back. It's 4th down. Trayvon showing blitz. He backs out. Now he comes. Blair under pressure. Springdale nearly gets him, and they do get him. Down he goes. Back at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st down, Springdale. And we've got an Alma player down. It's number 68, Samuel Davila. And we're going to take a quick timeout. 2:35 to go in the ball game. Springdale's got the football. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Nothing says game day like good friends and great food. And at Slim Chickens, we know great food. From our 100% all-natural chicken tenders, fresh-made wings served with house sauces, to delicious chicken sandwiches, crisp salads, southern sides, and desserts you just can't get anywhere else. At Slim's, we have the food you love, made fresh for the people you care about. Dine in, drive through, or order online. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome you back to Alma. Samuel Davila, the injured Alma Airedale, up under his own power. That looked a little frightening there. It looked like he got rolled up.
Yeah.
And Paul Blair, he was played outfield for the Orioles. Landon Blair was sacked back at the 29-yard line. And, I mean,
anytime those linemen get rolled up on, it's scary. They're trying to block. They can't see what's going on. So
Springdale's 3rd sack of the night results in the Bulldogs getting the football here with a chance to put this one away.
Just run the clock.
They lead by 15, 28-13, 2:35 to go in the ball game. 2 tight ends set. Connor Hutchins in the pistol. He's got Daryl Parchman behind him. Here's Daryl. Looking for a little bit of room, trying to bounce to the outside. Daryl Parchman inside the 20, inside the 10, and he's going to be knocked down at the 4-yard line.
You almost kind of wanted him to stay back a little, just run the clock.
Let's run the clock a little bit.
But you don't want to tell him to stop either.
No, you don't. No, and I think Springdale now, I mean, they can take their time here. You're about 25 seconds off.
Right.
I was going to say you could almost take a knee here, but you're going to come up just a little bit short on that. You know, I'll be honest. I came down here. I watched a lot of film on Alma this week. I thought Alma was better than they showed last week against Van Buren.
Right.
And they are.
Right.
But I am incredibly proud of this Springdale bunch. They have come here to play.
Yeah.
And it looks like Coach Clark's going to take a knee.
Right. Well, and that's a good, smart move there.
Don't need the score.
No.
I mean, you're going to give it back to them with about 20 seconds left.
Well, and this time he may kind of back up a little bit and kind of run the clock before he does it. So, and the official's probably going to help out a little bit as well. So, it's something, at some point, it's a good thing as a coach. You don't want to just run the score,
right?
Because on the other side, there may be a game where you're on the other end of that too.
And frankly, you don't need it. I mean, you want to get out of here. Nobody else getting any bumps or bruises. You got next week off. You got plenty of time to get your guys healed up.
That's right.
Connor's going to go under center. Keep your eye on the play clock, which is at 5. Snap it with about 2. They do, and he takes a knee. And Springdale's going to have to send the defense out at least for a couple of plays.
Yeah, maybe so. We'll see what
we'll see. We'll see where this goes. Well, actually, no, they shouldn't. 33. No, they won't. They can snap it one more time and be done with it.
Yep.
So Springdale's going to go to 2-1. They're going to finish their non-conference season 2-1. Would love to have another shot at Joe T right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the way these kids have kind of come together here the last 2 weeks. They've got to be grinning.
Yeah.
I mean, they just got to be beaming.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of that, we talk about Joe T. Robinson. A lot of what we've done is because of that too.
Yeah.
And that's a learning process, and our kids, answered that.
So Connor takes the knee. The ball game is over. The Bulldogs are going to go to 2-1 on the season. They're going to win this one 28-13. They got about 22 seconds left on the clock, but they haven't even started the play clock. So, Coach, final thoughts here as we get ready to wrap this up.
You know, like we talked about, we're seeing confidence build. We're seeing the kids. Other than the first half, we didn't clean up some stuff there, but the second half we cleaned it up.
Dominated the second half.
And we've talked about each half. We've come out and made adjustments at half, and the second halves have been really, really good.
Yeah, they are they are growing, and they're growing right in front of our eyes. They're going to get the week off next week. Then Rogers Heritage at Heritage. And, I mean, you got to look at that game after what we've seen from Heritage and go, you know what, that's a game you can go get.
You need to. That's exactly right. First conference game.
Yep.
You should have everybody healthy again. And when you do that, let's go all out and let's go after it. Let's go.
You know what I'm liking is here, I mean, they won the football game. They're excited.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a young team. They're very youthful in a lot of areas, but they they're going to get the W. They're going to go home 2-1. It's going to be a great bus ride home.
You bet.
And, Coach, I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
Enjoyed it. This has been great. I love it.
This is a whole lot of fun. And as we said, we got next week off.
Right.
We'll see you in 2 weeks from 13th Street up in Rogers, Old Gate Stadium.
Will you be there?
The Bulldogs move to 2-1 with a 28-13 win over Alma. We do appreciate you watching here on the Bulldog Sports Network. For Superintendent Dr. Jim Rollins, Athletics Director Wade Stellick, Principal Jason Jones, the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it's been our pleasure to bring you this presentation of the Bulldog Sports Network. Dogs go to 2-1. Winners tonight, 28-13 over Alma. We will talk to you in 2 weeks from Rogers. Good night, everybody.